To get down. It's that time again. Call a friend, got another dance coming around the bend. Get out your seat and move your pants. You got to get up to get down. That's the new dance all over town. The young are doing it, and you're never the old. First we're doing it outside, out in the cold. A brand new dance to warm your bones. People are doing it in the comfort of their homes. Get up to get down. A brand new groove. Get up out your seat and start to move. There's no rules, steps or instructions. Moving to the beat is the only function. You can go fast or you can go slow. It don't matter just as long as you go. It can be done morning, noon, and night. I gotta tell you, this is out of sight. Get up and get down. Put a smile on your face. Get to the dance floor. No time to waste. Look over there. Look at sis. She moving her body like she doing the twist. Get up and get down. Do what you do. Get out your seat and feel the groove. It's being done in the north, the south, the east, and the west. Everybody's doing it, trying to be the best. Get up and get down. It's all around. They over there doing in the lost and found. Come on, y'all. Get up out your seat. Come on, y'all. Feel the beat. Couples on the cheek to cheek. You can do it too, whether you're strong or weak. All you gotta is move your feet. There's no rules, steps or instructions. Moving your body is the only function. Get up to get down. A brand new dance. Get up to doing it in outer space. They doing it all over the place. Get up to get down. Brand new dance. A brand new groove. Get up to get down. Give it a chance. Doing the groove. Get up to get down. Give it a chance. Give a move to the left or move to the right. This dance show is out of sight. There's no wrong way, 'cause it's alright. Just feel the groove and move all night. Get up to get down. Get up to get down. Get up to get down, down, down. But you gotta get up out your seats. Couples off doing it, cheek to cheek. Young folks are doing it, as well as the old. They out there in the snow, doing it in the cold. Get up to get down. Bring the heat. Get up to get down. Get out your seat. Get up to get down. Get up to get down. Get up to get down, down, down. But you gotta get up. Get up out your seats. Couples off doing it, cheek to cheek. Young folks are doing it, as well as the old. They out there in the snow, doing it in the cold. Get up to get down. Bring the heat. Get up to get down. Get out your seat. Get out your seat. First let me introduce myself if you don't know who I be. My name is Essie, better known as Southern Hospitality. So if you don't know what my name means to you, let me tell you from the old school. Experience, excellence, earthy, eccentric, educational, engaging, enduring, energetic, empathetic, elegant, ecstatic, eloquent, effective, effervescent, honesty, powerful, caring, positive, understanding, mercy, grace, peace, prosperity, active, brave, breathtaking, classy, spiritual, dazzling, fabulous, friendly, happy, flexible, flawless, gracious, generous, genuine, joy, loyal, noble, righteous, smart, trustworthy, uplifting, rare. That's what Essie means to me. If you don't know me, you would not know who I am going to be. But these last 10 years truly changed me. I am stronger than I could ever be. Now I'm going to tell you where I'm in life. Don't waste my time. I'm not telling you twice the rest of this time. I'm taking God advice. I need to make sure that I am doing for me what's right. God guided me with internal light. Without Him, I would be broke, busted and confused. But I'm trying to make the right choice, so my soul won't be doomed. Yo, yes, it's hard when people come for me, but if I have changed, then I will let God handle it for me. I'm not gonna argue, not gonna get mad. You're not gonna step to, you will have to know I will change your destiny. I am changing day by day, but don't get the game confused and come my way. You keep poking the beast, you can catch my fade. Yo, yeah, you wanna be bad behind a keyboard, but if I catch you on the streets, I can bring that smoke, fire in the heat. I am trying to change and do things right, because I wanted to make it to the next fight. Don't want no trouble, not trying to be confused. I don't need no more bad news. I sat for 10 years, now turning back. The one who tried to destroy me, I know who you are for a fact. Don't get stuff confused, because I said I changed. I can make it rain like Jesse James. I that female rider, I come with the truth. That's why I came back in the booth, to allow you to know we all the same. But when you come for Essie Berry, no doubt you will remember my name. I give what is given, and that's a fact. But don't get thick and twisted, watch your back. See you all talking, but I'm waiting for more. When you come for me, I am kicking indoors. See, you won't see me coming, I don't roll like that. I move solid and quiet just like the wind. I'm in and out, I don't need no more friends. What I will do is keep it all the way real, cause I'm a raft of lightning, you know the deal. So if you don't know who I be, I told your ass so, don't try and come for me. I will come for your mammy and your pa too. I will unleash on you like lightning, because that's what country riders do. That's what country riders do. Can't just take names and come with the truth. We coming with the truth. We coming with the truth.
Maybe hold your hand and spend the rest of the night with you. Cause ain't nothing like a black woman you see when she is fine as can be. Girl, you don't need no Daisy Dukes, because you look sexy in a bikini swimsuit. You may say I'm crazy, but black women only ones that faze me. I'm warning you, and any other girl just won't do. My African princess, light and dark, blowing me kisses with intelligent minds, because that's what makes the woman just fine. Yeah, think of the body that's icing on the cake, which hypes this party. We get down with this funky new GA bass sound. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Now it's my duty to uplift you, because no other woman will do. I must respect, never neglect. If I do, just put me in check, because no woman out there ever can compare to the inner beauty, outer beauty, the walking, the talking, oh, the shaking and baking, oh, that touch that means so much, and that hair that's just hooked to a T. Understand what I'm saying, ladies? Please, 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 please approach me, don't leave me, never lie, just believe me when I say that black women make my day. I'm talking sophisticated, motivated, deeply appreciated. If I had any other woman, I would be nothing but aggravated. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. I'm talking black doctors, black lawyers, black CPA. Now it's okay to make that money, because you make my day. Oh, my heart beats fast as you sit next to me. You strong black woman, be all you can be. Now I confess that you're the best whenever you put to the test. Fellas, if your woman ain't black, then you're dealing with the rest, because why? Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. You see, I got to have a black woman like the Harriet T, because when I walk down the railroad, she will rescue me. You see, I got to have a black woman like the Rosa Parks, because when I walk to the back, she push me straight to the front. You see, I got to have a black woman like my mother, you see, because ain't no way on this earth should turn her back on me. Now when I think about the way y'all move, the way that you float, I know exactly what you need, and I know what you want, because why? Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman. Ain't nothing like a nice fine black woman.
There will be times you feel like you're losing your mind. Times when it seems like there is no way. The time you're having a bad day. There will be times you feel disrespected, even sometimes neglected, rejected and subjected to the ignorance of others. Might be misused, abused and refused. Storms will pass. Some people have no class. Only that is who will last. Sometimes you feel like you're going in circles and can't get it straight. It's hard sometimes, but you got to wait, y'all. It's never late. He is always on time. His ways are not like yours and mine. Don't lose heart. That fall apart. You got to go through to get through. Rest assured, Most High got you. You got to go through to get through. Rest assured, Most High got you. In times of turmoil, chaos and confusion, don't let doubt start. Hold it together and you depart. Let your petition be known. Take it to the throne and leave it there. Y'all will renew your strength, cause you the soar with wings of an eagle. You shall run and not get weary. Walk and not faint. Remove uncertainty and do away with Cain. Even in times when you feel like crying, when you thinking about dying, when you are heartbroken and put in a twist, there is nothing that Yahshua can't fix. You got to go through to get through. Salvation has been awarded to you. Give thanks for all he has done. Stay focused on him because he is the one, the only begotten son. He went through for me and for you, so you too got to go through to get through. Never lose heart. Let your petition be known. Leave it at the throne. There is no room for doubt. Yahshua worked it all out. The storm will pass. Stay away from the with no class. You got to go through to get through. The Most High God got you. Follow not the way of the fool.
What y'all know about that?
It's time to jump on. Chaos and confusion. Don't let doubt start. Hold it together and do your part. Let your petition be known. Take it to the throne and lift it there. Most High got you.
Times you feel like you're losing your mind. Times when it seems like there is no way. The time you're having a bad day. There will be times you feel disrespected, even sometimes neglected, rejected, and subjected to the ignorance of others, mocked and misused, abused and refused. Some people have no class, only that of Yahuwah lasts. Sometimes you feel like you're going in circles and can't get it straight. It's hard sometimes, but you got to wait. Y'all, it's never late. He is always on time. His ways are not like yours and mine. Don't lose heart and fall apart. You got to go through to get through. Rest assured, the Most High got you. You got to go through to get through. Rest assured, the Most High got you. In times of turmoil, chaos, and confusion, don't let doubt start. Hold it together and do your part. Let your petition be known. Take it to the throne and leave it there. Yah will renew your strength. Cause you to soar with wings of an eagle. You shall run and not get weary, walk and not faint, remove uncertainty and do away with Cain. Even in times when you feel like crying, when thinking about dying, when you are heartbroken and put in a twist, there is nothing that Yahshua can't fix. You got to go through to get through. Salvation has been awarded to you. Give thanks for all he has done. Stay focused on him because he is the one and the only begotten son. He went through for me and you, so you too got to go through to get through. Never lose heart, let your petition be known. Leave it at the throne, there's no room for doubt. Yahshua, work it all out, the storm will pass. Stay away from them with no class. You got to go through to get through. The Most High God got you. Follow not the way of the fool.
Hey family, I just want to say hello to all you folks out there and in the world, and a lot of you guys listen to Essie Berry, a woman that I have a great deal of respect for a woman that stands up for what she believes and fight hard to achieve her goals and results, and more importantly, she's a fighter for helping people who have been challenged in this world today. Essie is a woman that is a leader in the community in more ways than one. She reaches out there to make a difference. And that's one of the things that I admire about Essie, because I'm one of those men that I want women of color to understand that you are important. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It only matters that you keep fighting to achieve the goal that you expect to achieve. And that is something that Essie Berry has done. She keeps fighting every day, and I tell Essie, God has you on a mission to make a difference. That's why you who you are. And she's a great person, and I would love for all of you guys to continue to give her the support, continue to let her know how important she is to you, so that we all, one day, men of color, women of color, we can all win and tie in other women that's not of the nationality. At the end of the day, we wouldn't be who we are if it wasn't for the women in the world deciding to have that baby and raise that baby so that baby could be a person of importance. And that's why you guys are all, right on with Essie, are very important. If Essie ever needs any support from me, she don't have to ask me. The word is, okay, what do you want? And that's how she does with a lot of you. So I would ask you guys all to continue supporting Essie, continue pushing her. Don't let her fall down. If you see her falling down, reach out a hand and pick her back up, because you know she's going to fight, and she's going to fight, she's going to fight. And I love that in her, that she is a fighter. And, you know, we all go through things that we may not feel that we can achieve, but everything in life is about working hard towards a goal that's going to allow you to have the success that you expect to have out of life. And at the end of the day, our ancestors would say, you don't quit. You get up and you keep running, you keep walking, but you don't quit. And a lot of us go through a lot of storms. We go through a lot of rain. We go through a lot of snow. But at the end of the day, we got to keep walking the walk. And that's what, I'm sorry, family, that it cut off. But one of the things I just want to say is that I would just want our women to keep fighting, stand for what they believe, carry themselves the way they're expected to carry themselves. Love your family, love your significant other, and want that significant other to love you as well. But we're in a war right now, and we're in a war of winning people. And if we don't grab a hold of that, we're going to lose, because we're still back in the slavery days, so to speak, where it's just a new type of slavery. Our young people are dying every day. Marriages are breaking up for no reason. Agendas are changing, and we're falling for it. But I love about Essie, she stands up for what she believes, and she keeps fighting. And, you know, she wins some battles, and sometimes she loses some battles, but majority of the time she keeps fighting. So I would ask all of you to just keep loving yourselves, loving your family, and loving Essie, and keep the fight. I got my eyes on all of you from a distance. And I just want, at the end of the day, I just want us to win. It is time for us to win and stand tall. I was telling Essie, I said, you know what today is? Today our ancestors, when they were buried face up. Now they've turned their bodies and their face down, because they're ashamed of all the things that's happening for what they fought for. And all of a sudden now, they can't look at it, because what they fought for, a lot of us forgot what they fought. So let's get back to yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Appreciate you, thank you, love you, appreciate everything you did for me. Let's get back to that, because we need to speak more positive than we do negative. May God bless you all, and I wish the best for all you guys. And whatever you do in life, don't never forget Essie Berry. God bless. Bye.
And I want to thank Miss Berry. The criminal justice system tried to bury me. They had me locked up for 5 years for something that I didn't do. We got in contact with Miss Berry, and she said that she had my back. At first, I had little doubts, but then she started working. She just told me to have faith in the Most High, pray, and listen to her. Then over time, after 5 years, Miss Berry, me and her worked together, and she got me free. I lost a little bit of faith while I was locked up until I met Miss Berry, and I really appreciate her because I would not have my life that I have right now. I would not be free. They were trying to give me 20 years to life for something that I didn't do, and because of her and God, the Most High, I'm free now. And I want to thank you, Miss Berry, for everything. Because if it wasn't for you and God, I would not be out right now. And thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. First things.
Hey, I know what it was now. I'm looking at a lot of this stuff on Donald Trump, and one of these people on here doing a podcast about him mentioned you. And I don't know if they say you have done something on him, or he wouldn't want you to do something on him or something, but it had to do with that, because that's what I've been looking at. Other than you, it's been this. So it has something to do with Donald Trump. Okay, bye. And I'll try to find it.
Trump, I'm
Hey, I
innocent.
know what it
Whatever
was.
it is, I'm innocent. Trump, don't come find me for show. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. Much love to you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the little music. I try to do something that has a meaning or understanding, and ain't nothing better than a nice, fine black woman, baby. You better know it. All this bubbling brown sugar. Yes. First I want to welcome everybody. There's quite a few of you guys in the box, but let me see. Gotta go find your glasses, and then if anybody else join, you can join later. But let me at least get the initiative of the ones in the box, because mad love and respect. And I'm gonna make sure I get all the way down to the comments before we start talking, so I won't miss no questions, because Mr. Right Crosshair has something to say about that, about me missing the questions after I done said something. Hey, Mama Dancing, Fred Dancing, my Queen Valerie, Queen Shy, Brother Tate in the house, Miss Cheryl. Let me see, keep going. I don't know. Miss Mackie. I should at least put your names when I'm putting it up there, but y'all will see it. And I don't know, I'm just going to go down. And if Slyler, if I pronounce your name wrong, don't get upset. I'm country. It'll be all right. Pronounce it later. Miss Psalms in the house, or Mr. Psalms. Troy Green in the house. Let me go down. Okay, you guys. And once I get down to the very bottom, and I hope I got everybody. If I miss anybody, Tony in the house. Welcome. My family, my friends. I hope I ain't missed nobody. I got a lot to say, because it's a lot of old little Dulcie in the house. And I want to thank you guys too, because y'all could be anywhere else right now and you up here joining me. Much love, and I really appreciate that. If you want to click the link, I did put the link in the box. You're more than welcome to join in, because it's probably a lot of older people that's in my box may have a lot to say. I'm just going to put out what I got to say. I'm sorry. If y'all feel some of the things that I'm saying, y'all can put it out there too. But I said about Southern hospitality, you know, like back in the day, where is that? Where's the respect? Where's the loyalty? Where is the mannerism of kids? Welcome, Shy. How are you? Oh, I guess she'll join in later. She got a mic muted. So check this, you guys. There is such thing as like morals. Yes.
What's that? Hello.
You okay? You want to speak about anything before we get started, Shy?
Oh, I'm fine.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. There are such things as like morals, principles, values, and I think like somewhere along the line, we as people, we have lost that. You know, like grown people are scared to tell their children to sit their butt down and go take a seat. They scared to whoop, because back in the day, I don't know about y'all, but back in the day, we would get our butts beat. I mean, I was abused, but still, like, you would see the difference in older people like whooping their kids compared to the kids now. And if you do anything to your kid now, you pretty much gonna go to jail for it. And that's why they so quick to call 911. Like a girl came to my shop one time and she was biracial. I ain't saying because of race, I'm just saying. And her little boy told her to shut the hell up, and I'm looking at her like, did that little 4-year-old boy just tell you to shut the hell up? Like, do he even know what shut the hell up mean? So I asked her, do you need a belt? She said no. And he could have been a little bit older maybe, but he was a little bitty something, but his verbiage was very clear. I said, you need a belt? She said, no, I'm going to put him in a timeout. See, that was the white part of it, because the black part of it would have whooped his little butt right there on the spot. Like, I'm glad that my kids are grown now, because these kids are growing up on, I don't know, like on a different level, on the machines, on the games, on all the computers, that like they done lost all respect for elderly people. Like, I'm 55 years old. Do not ask me to keep your kid, because I believe in that thing called whoop that ass. I do. Okay, point blank, period, simple. So if your kid is disobedient, Essie Berry is not the one to keep your kid. I'm sorry. I love cheering, but I don't like hard-headed children. And a lot of stuff that they're seeing on the internet now, like, it's demonic. Like, one lady, she had a little grandbaby in there, and I was doing her hair one time. I say, ma'am, did you hear what that cartoon said? Like, it was talking about like demonic stuff and screwing. And I was like, what kind of cartoon is that they watching that they talking about screwing? You couldn't even, I'm talking about getting busy, screwing, having sex. But, I said it like that. What kind of cartoon is letting your kid, what you listening to? As long as them kids on the computers, these parents now, that's the way to keep them kids shut up, busy, and you ain't gonna worry me. But you're missing something in the middle of that. You got kids saying, huh, and what you want. I hate to hear a kid tell an adult what you want or what, I am 55 years old and I still say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, stuff like that. About a week ago, she said, you right, Miss X, we got to bring that child. I'm glad I ain't got no children, because, hey, I'll probably be in jail. I'm just telling you, because I almost went one time. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a little bit. But to look at the kids now and what they growing up with, like, they can talk any way to you that they want to. You ain't gonna talk to me any way you want to, and I'm not gonna keep your children. If I let my kids talk to me any kind of way, and I got a 38 and a 36-year-old, and they probably old as hell. Once they got grown, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't keep up with their age, so it might be hit or miss. Shit, I forget how old I am sometimes, so I don't keep up with all those numbers when it comes to that. But it is different. Like, people don't like respect. Like, about a week ago, I met this lady. She said, I was like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And she was talking to me. And she said, my name is Karen. I told her, okay, my name is Essie. She said, but I don't like people to call me Karen. But why you don't like people to call me Karen? Because they got that thing going on with the white women being Karen and being snobby. I get it. But she really was saying that because I said, yes, ma'am, to her. So she told me her name. Really, I didn't really care about her name. But then she said, because that makes her sound old. No disrespect, you are old. And you ought to be glad that I did say yes, ma'am, because that sign shows some type of seniority or some type of respect that I've given you, because I could not say that at all. So I told her that's a form of respect. When I don't say that, then maybe you should look at it like then. But a lot of women like to not be called yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am. I like being called yes, ma'am. If you call me that, I don't care. I like being 55 years old. And I be telling people, one lady said, you don't want to tell your age? Yes, I do. I want to say whatever or how old I am, because I'm aged gracefully. And at the end of the day, it's how you live and how you believe in yourself, what you feel about yourself. Because sometimes you could get so depressed in certain other areas that I found myself trying to be everybody else's savior. And I realized Like I ain't even being my own. You know what I'm saying? To the point that you'll get lost in doing things that you miss certain things that you should have been doing or you could have been doing, or when you let people disrespect you, or when you let somebody kid disrespect you, or like I heard some kids, they dad had went and bought them some food. I ain't gonna say who the children was, I'm just saying. And he had just bought them big old meals of everything, you know what I'm saying, with some Del Taco, you know, Del Taco pretty good, got the little whatever. But as soon as they went home and the mama wanted to order them something to eat, her something to eat, the kids like, we don't want that, that's old. Now, back in the day, we couldn't have told our parents now like that. First of all, we couldn't have said we didn't want nothing, because whatever we came in the door with and the daddy bought it or whoever bought it, you were going to eat what they bought you at that point. It ain't no I could, May could, she could, he could. You would have to eat that. It doesn't really matter. Why do you think you get your pick? And you didn't get your pick. Whatever they fed, if you didn't like pig feet, it didn't matter. You either eat them pig feet or you ain't going to have nothing at all. You really didn't have a choice. And if you didn't eat it, you can eat it the next morning. So it's a lot of stuff that kids do now that personally I wouldn't like. I can't let you do that to me. And really, if you're a disrespectful kid, I don't really want you around me, because I might put my hands on you. Then they're going to get me for child abuse. And at 55 years old, if I ain't never got caught up on that charge, if I ain't never got caught up on that charge, then I don't want to be caught up on it. But somebody just hit me up and text me, so let's keep it 100. Have I ever got the CPS called on me before? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So let me break it down to you. No, Essie ain't telling her business. No, she ain't finna be real. No, she ain't. Think, hey, baby, you better say it at 55, Tony. Yes. Stick to the mission. I'm good for sure. So let me tell you what happened. Because you can't tell my business better than I can tell my business myself. And you ain't going to find it on record. So I ain't got to tell you. But I will, because that's telling you that I'm no joke. One of my kids' uncle, he wanted to like deal with me on a personal level, but we were friends. So what I'm going to do, kid, meet uncle, I'm kicking it with you. So he kind of got upset. I didn't let him be around me because of that. And so one day me and my son had got into it about something, and I was walking away from my son. And when I was walking away from my son, because he had already did some stupid stuff at school because I had to check him. And so when I was walking with my son, it looked like he was going to bow up at me and hit me. I was like, and you know how y'all mamas, we got eyes. I'm a country sister. I got eyes in the back of my head. They taught me that real quick, when you from the left to the right, I got eyes in the back of my head. Most other women do. And I seen him bow up. Before I knew it, I had flipped around. I snatched him up by his collar. And y'all, I had homeboy jacked up like I had him wrapped up. Like, don't get this little shortness twisted. I can really like get down. But I try to not use violence. But like, I'll beat your ass. I brought you in. You think I'm going to let you, and my kid, player, we'll both be, you'll be 6 feet under and I'll be sitting in jail, because that's not going to happen. So when I did that, I dropped him. And so then he called his uncle, the uncle that I had those problems with. The uncle called the teacher called the CPS. The CPS showed up at my house. And I had just walked outside to take a breath of fresh air, because I was pissed that I had to put my hands on him, because I was gonna do him like straight up. Because like I'm only 4'9", so my sons are both taller than me. Like, my sons do not look like me; they look like their dad could have had them. And so when I walked back in the house, the doorbell rang, and it was the CPS at the door. I couldn't believe it. And they searched my son's room. They say even more than my grandchild. I had to they searched the whole house. They searched everything. They searched everything. And they asked me what happened. And I explained to her what happened. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm one of these mamas. I was damn confused when I see them CPS at my door, right? So now they talking to me. I explained what happened, and I asked the lady what she did. Like I could have beat his ass, like straight up. I was defending myself because I already see you bow up. So while your hands was up, I just snatched you up. Like, don't get it twisted, because I do know how to street fight. I have took karate before, and I done took boxing. Don't underestimate the element of a person or who you are. Would I do any harm to my children? No, but they are boys, and you better know never to put your hands on a woman, because I'm gonna stand with the woman at the end of the day. So I know you don't think I'm gonna let you do me. So anyway, make a long story short, I told him what happened. The lady said, I understand, we're not gonna take you to jail. My son wanted to go, because this is what actually happened. My son wanted to go to a school dance. So I said, just make sure you take out the trash. I was at my beauty shop. I said, when I get home from my beauty shop, I said, I'll make sure that, I get straight, get you to your dance. I get home, the trash and stuff still in the house, and he already dressed clean as a whistle, ready to go to the dance. I seen all the trash in my house. I told him, you're not going to the dance. So then he talking smack and then did that behind my back, and I had already got him. So then that's when he called the people, because now he's going to retaliate, and he did that. My youngest son was outside begging the CPS not to lock me up and take me away, because he told what happened. My son was rebelling because of the simple fact that he wanted to go to the dance, but you didn't remember to take out the trash, but you remember to put on some funky cologne to go to a dance that you didn't make it to anyway. So by the time the CPS got through and they talking to me, because I was very well known too, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do nothing to hurt my kid. But like, I didn't know, like he really, like I had never seen that part. And when I see him in the back, like I thought he was going to hit me. So I snatched him. So they would have took him instead of me, because he said that he did that. So it had to be what it was going to be. And my little son saw it as well. So after all that happened, they was like, okay, everything clear. We getting ready to get up out of here. I say, no. I say, no, ma'am. Let me get this little brother stuff packed. Let me get everything packed. I done called his pappy. Since he called his uncle, he could tell his uncle to call his pappy, tell his pappy to come get him. I said, because he can't stay here tonight. Because by the time you get to that corner, then I may be in a child abuse charge. Like, what? And that lady said, oh, no, ma'am. I said, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You could take him. Take him on with you. Let's go. Come on. How we gonna do it? I mean, and they was looking at me like I was crazy. No, I was packing as we was talking. I was putting this stuff in the bag. I knew if they left him there with me, I would have caught a charge. I brought you in. I take you out. I didn't get no slack. I did something. I couldn't talk back. Both of my hands and my ankles would have been broken if my grandmama had seen me do something like that. She beat me when I said I was going to tell on her to my dad. I said, I'm going to tell on you. She ran up on me with a comb and beat the daylights out of me with them big afro combs. They didn't care back in the country. You would get sent to go get your switches, and they don't get you one switch. You get about 4 or 5 switches. Then if you ain't got no switch, they whoop you with extension cords. I don't know how many people got beat with a extension cord before, but I have. I don't know how many people got whooped with a switch before, 2 or 3 of them, but I have. You all don't know how many people got whooped with a belt before, but I have. You get what I'm saying? Those were weapons. You can't do that to your kids now. And quick to dial 911. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have no kids, because you'll be dialing 119, because it'll be backwards, because I've been to slap the living daylights out you. You're not going to do me like these kids are doing, these parents, and you scared to say something to them, and your kids talking to you crazy. Like when they did that scared straight, like stuff like that. You better know who you're raising. You got to get morals and principles. And let me put this out here too. Shy, you want to say anything before I go on?
I definitely agree with the respect issue and teaching your kids from a child up, because I was raised that way as well. It was always respect and yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and yes, sir, no, sir. I was raised with respect, and I got a weapon several with a switch. That was by my mother. But my dad had a tactic where, if we did anything that we weren't supposed to be doing, then, he had a method where we had to lay down on the bed, you know,
Woo!
to make sure that he got nothing but, you know, our rear end. And it was with a belt.
Never
Uh,
knew.
if you put your hands back there, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was just to get your rear end. But yeah, I was taught and I did my children the same way. I had a runner, my middle child. He was a runner.
I
Um,
never thought being a runner. I was a runner too. Shit. Yeah. Y'all don't know
well,
what runner is? That means that you got to catch me in order to beat that butt. Tear that ass up.
yeah, so I had somewhat of a challenge with him, and but he got it, and that made it worse for him in my in my you know opinion. Because if I got to chase you throughout the house because you know you done something wrong, and you know routine, so therefore you know do what you got to do. But you know he wanted to run from his bedroom to the front, thought he was gonna go out the door, but I was able to stop him. And you know, he ended up getting his butt busted because I didn't play. I've always taught my kids to respect and have, you know, respect for everyone. They grew up learning that. Now, when they got older, they still know it. They might get by with it with a few people, but if I'm around, they'll, you know, say the right thing because you know I don't play that. Also with thank you, you know what I mean. Also with not expecting things. Let's say around Christmas time, birthday. I mean, a happy birthday is good sometimes. You know what I mean. Don't always expect um,
Respect. Just
something in return.
respect.
And that runner that I had around Christmas time, be it that his birthday was the next day after Christmas. Um, he would sit and be looking, and we're not for sure what he's looking for, but he just wasn't appreciative. He is now, but I
How old is
mean,
he now?
he is 25.
Okay, okay. See, it took a minute though, because the kids right about in the era now, I would say what? I would say anywhere from about 8 and up, they
Yeah,
disrespectful. Like they're really like disrespectful. 4, 5, I'll get a benefit of that, but it's like you letting your kid do what you want to do, and no disrespect to nobody, but COVID was one of the best times because people learned their own kids. You got hard-headed kids. Now you got to fix them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now you got to fix them lunch. Now you got to do what you need to do. It's going to be on somebody else now. You get what I'm saying? Because y'all see your children in school and these kids be talking crazy, and these older people ain't feeling that no more. So I'm coming back. I'm bringing up these kind of things because we're our morals and our principles. There was something about back in the day, like when you saw black families and the things that we grew up on. If any black person ever saw the movie Roots, you know, the whole motion picture of that to me was one of the deepest, like, and it's more deep stories, but one of the deepest stories that I could even ever imagine. Because I say it's like all we had was each other. All we had was foundation. All we had was family. Where did that go? How did it get from back there like that to now kids telling you to shut the hell up or telling you what to do? Or you scared to walk in your house with your kid? I wish the hell I would be scared to walk in the house with a kid, or they tell me something crazy like I may not let you back around me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a boy right now, he had a twin sister and I think he's 16. He went in the room, he stabbed the sister to death, Caucasian little boy. And he said that he heard voices. He may have heard voices, but they finna send him to prison. You see what I'm saying? He getting ready to go to prison. He said, so Fred, you was big enough. You took it like a soldier. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't take no whoopings like a soldier. I'm a runner. I liked it that shot. Shot said I got a runner. I was a runner, a hider, a up under the bedder, in the closet, anywhere that I could hide that I didn't want to get a whooping. I was that one, you know. But the
When
bad part about it is when you threaten somebody and you gonna say you gonna whoop them, you gonna run. Like you gonna be scared. I did it. I'm a runner. I've been up under the bed before. I done hid in the closet before. Y'all looking right across. Oh, Miss Valerie, right across. I just took it like a soldier. Look at Miss Valerie. Well, I didn't take it like a soldier. I was out of breath and I ran. Shit. I ran. And that was shot said about laying across the bed. I've been there too. Lay you across the bed. Don't put your hands back there, because every time you put your hands back there, see, kids don't know about this. You got to lay across the bed, put your hands up, put your feet down. They're going to put you on your butt. And that's foul, though. That's how we used to get it. When they say we're going to whoop your natural ass, they whooped your natural ass. No pants, no nothing. And then if you put your hand back there, that's another whooping. That's
Yep.
another lick.
Yep.
Look at right across. I didn't get whippings. I was obedient. Plus, I used to see my cousin and sister. Hey, you were too big. Wasn't nobody gonna whoop your butt? But she said, exactly. My mom used to do that with my brothers, waiting until they went to sleep. Yeah, I knew somebody did that too. Catch you in the bed. Yeah, catch you in the bed, catch you in the room, lock the door, hold the door. Yeah. That's when whoopings were really whoopings. That's when you see certain things. I don't know how many of y'all seen the Michael Jackson movie, and Michael Jackson was at the table talking smart to his daddy. And then he said something. Then he took his shoe and threw it at the daddy. And then the daddy ran all through the house trying to catch Michael. And Michael was up on the bed, like way back, so the daddy couldn't get him. And he was too big to get up on the bed. I ain't gonna lie, that's who I was. I run in a heartbeat. Y'all know it. She said I was scared, too damn scared to run.
Yeah, I was too scared of my father to run. I mean, but after a while, once he seen that, okay, the whoopings aren't working because, I did just to take it after a while. So then the next best thing was to take the phone away from him because they knew that not like a cell phone, but the home phone. So then it got to a point where I was on the telephone and it was with a boy, and he knew the boy, but it was just the principal that we had call waiting. A call came in for him, and so he took the call and he was like, who's on the other line? And I lied, and then when he clicked over, he told me, and he seen that it wasn't who I said it was. He said, well, you know what? Don't even answer my phone. I was grounded from the phone. I wasn't even allowed to answer it whenever somebody let the answer machine pick it up. I mean, my dad, he was very strict. I mean, to the point he didn't play. I mean, but I love him and I thank him for it because he taught me tough love, and he always talked to me and my brother and would give us the ropes of life. You know what I mean? And if we chose not to use the tools that he gave us, then you get whatever consequence that comes with it, pretty much. So that's what I had to go through with my runner at 17. He thought that, he could just, be like whatever child that you was just explaining, and all your son. And he was in my home and he thought that he could just, like talk because he was in high school, and I don't know what he thought actually. But I ended up calling the police on him.
That's a
And
problem. Yeah.
you will get out of my home, okay? That's what you will do.
Did he go to jail?
No, they talked to him, but he ended up leaving.
But see, that's when they wake up. Like, listen, like I'm telling you, back in the day, if the parent got to call the police on you, you ain't even gonna make it call the police. Them parents weren't gonna call the police, they gonna beat your butt. Now you gotta call the police on your kids. What's really going on? What's really happening, you guys? Where's the respect? Where's the morals? Where's the principles? Where is the understanding? Like, how you think you just gonna talk to your mama any kind of way? You gonna call the police on your kid? You know that's horrible when you gotta do that.
No, I believe that was a part of his trying to throw stones at me, with the and I'm an open book, everyone, just so you know. Throwing stones when I was, a little absent, doing, the lifestyle that I had chose to live when they
Yeah.
were taken from me. So therefore, he thought that was a stone, that he could just say little things and like at first it might have worked, but then I grew like, no, this is not what we're doing. So
Well,
then when I got to this is not what we're doing, then he had no understanding like, oh, my mom's really gonna call the police. I definitely am gonna call the police. Okay. They came and they talked to him and they was like, she can make you leave, which I did. And because you got me messed up. I mean, I don't you can feel however you want to feel, but those stones that you want to throw at me, it worked in the beginning, but it no longer works, you know what I mean? So, and he's learning. He's learning now, as a
right.
father himself. So, and so I have grandchildren that I have to teach the same way. And see, it's two different ways, for them. There, all of them are biracial, and how I operate is a whole different ball game than how the other side of the family operates. So they can be like, um, what if you call their name? They'll be well. With me they used to be like what, but they know what to say. Um, Took a minute when they were younger. I had to instill it in them, like I did my own. But what do you call them? Phones and laptops, iPads, whatever you want to call them. They do destroy the children because that's all they want to be, in front of and watching different things. So now you really have to be watching them very closely because if not, then it can get somewhere
But
that you don't want it to be.
I fault the parents. I fault the parents for that because parents are not parents anymore. They letting their kids run the household. Like back in the day, like this whole time, you guys, like I don't jump on the internet. I don't. This is not my living. I don't have time to be sitting on the internet every day going through drama or listen to bull crap unless something's going to educate me. So in the South, I don't know about y'all, but they call it like winter cleaning, spring cleaning, fall cleaning, like right. So right before the new year, you will put out with the old, empty, new, anything you want to throw away, anything trash, whatever, so you won't take it into the new year with you. Then after the new year, you got now March coming up, which will be spring cleaning. So you take all your winter stuff, your blankets, all that, you start putting all that up. And then you start getting your drawers ready for your summer stuff. We did that every year. I even had talked to Mama Denson about that because she said she remembered that. That's what they did back in the day. And a lot of, if you grew up in the South, those are things that you did. You could not get up out of bed on a dang on Saturday and sit up here and get on the computer or nothing. You couldn't do nothing. You had to straight start cleaning up first. And once you get through all your chores and all the chores are done and they make sure they're done, then whatever's next will be next. But until you get through everything, you didn't have the luxury of doing certain things that you're doing now. It's a lot of more things that we look at ourselves too. But I fought the parents. I fought, who you let them hang around. Like this little girl wrote me and said that people were considering her a thought. Now she's not but 16 years old, maybe 17 the most. So why would someone consider her a thought? But then, I wanted to see a picture of her and beautiful baby, but because of how you dress, maybe got your stomach out, and then who you hang around, then you're looking at some of her friends. Then I went to research your little Facebook, your Instagram, whatever. And some of the little girls they hang around look like they sucking more ding-a-ling and being more provocative and sexual, explicit you know what I'm saying, you're hanging around these people, and I'm looking at their site, they're thinking you like that too. Birds of a feather flock together. If not, it's like guilt of by association. So women, if we have our daughters and we're trying to allow our daughters to like get the right man or draw the right man, like I like to be cute and sexy, but I don't like to show my body like that. I think that shit's just like, to me, from behind closed doors. I am 55 years old, and probably would I like I've never worn a two-piece bathing suit. Like I'm almost to the point that I could, but would I? When I was young, I just couldn't. I don't know. It was just something about keeping my body preserved. But a lot of little girls, they feel like that's the way you catch a boy, and the same vice versa with boys with girls or girls with boys. You know, like you see a little boy. And one of the little girls, she was mad, or she started crying, or she said she got upset because the little boy didn't buy her nothing for Valentine's Day. You ain't but 16 years old. Go tell your daddy to buy you some candy. What the hell you worried about a little boy that seemed like, and the only thing he got on his whole Instagram is 20,000 little girls on there. And all 20,000 little girls, he messed with somebody else besides you. We got to teach our babies better than that too. You know what I'm saying? And because someone showed her just a little bit of love and a little bit of understanding, not saying your daddy don't, but just something differently, because you want something differently, you think that's the right thing to do. We got to do better than that with our children. We got to be able to explain things to them. We got to be able to let them know. And you have to let them know, by them being around different people, you can get caught up with guilt by association.
And yeah, there's sometimes, I mean, because I'll go back when I was, you know, in my 20s, and I wouldn't wear things that were provocative, but I would wear something that I felt was cute. And here's my thing, you know what I mean? You know, guys are gonna be guys, but okay, you didn't get that attention from me. As far as, you know, no, you didn't get that from me. I kind of was like my daughter, how she is now, you know, like, quit looking at me. She don't want nobody to look at her. Why can't stare at her for a long time? We could be in Walmart, wherever, and we're walking down the aisle, and if you look at her for, I don't know, 2 seconds, then she's flipping off, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I didn't wear things to draw or lure men, you know what I mean? Exact, mine was the complete opposite. You know what I mean? Quit looking at what I have and how it fits in what it, you know, what I have on. I mean, it wasn't like, here I'm open invitation, and I feel like that's what a lot of the younger generation is doing right now. They're not giving them um enough to imagine. They're just showing them, like, here, you know what I mean? So maybe a lot of her friends were, you know, that, and she could have been the one that was not wearing what she was wearing for their reason. She was just wearing it because she probably thought it was cute.
Of
But
course, but the point of it is still go back to guilt by association. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a right to be whatever you feel like you want to dress, but that's still not gonna feel like somebody always gonna have something to say. Like, I dress conservative, right? But I dress a sexy conservative. Like, I'm gonna be filming some stuff this summer so y'all can see how I roll and just have some fun, because I really like to have fun. But I ain't no dressy cute makeup person every day. That's just really not me. Like, you will be silly, and if you do that, then you really hide your natural beauty. Like, I just like to be like, do what I'm gonna do and go about my business. It ain't about that every single day. I just feel like if you got little daughters and stuff, you really need to be able to, kids, men, boys too, because what if you get a girl and she can't cook, and then you gonna sit up there, your mama can't cook, you're gonna sit up there and starve? You got to know how to cook for yourself. If you're gonna be a man, you're gonna be up in your own home. I want to make this comment right quick. What BB said, she remember they used to have to get up on Saturday mornings and wash walls, mop floors, sweep, take out the trash, sweep the yard up, rake leaves up, what else? Clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen, any dishes up, put the dishes up. Baby, the house had to be right before you do anything. And another thing, you could not go in the refrigerator without asking. Then you go in the refrigerator, don't go in the refrigerator and they have seen you and you ain't washed your hands. Killer move. Time to be the kid. All those kind of things. So like we got to start back learning about morals, principles, how to dress, teaching our kids like they feel like you're supposed to give them money and they don't work for it. You got to work. You got to earn it. We just giving them how they earn anything. You get what I'm saying? And then beauty is in the eye of the behold. There's a lot of little girls wearing more makeup than I make. And I'm not a makeup person. Like it's a lot of girls that you see when they wear makeup, they look older than you and me. I kind of find that to be a problem. So I'm glad I wanted a little girl and could have had one. But at the end of the day, I probably would still have my daughter with me. I don't know, because I would be scared because of some of the stuff that I see going on in the world today with these kids. And you know what people don't realize? When you become a mother, you're like a lion that's protecting your cubs. But if you are a father and you a real father, you become a natural born killer when you have a daughter. And that's for real. Especially when you've been the type of man and you know what you did and how men roll, and you know somebody try to roll up on your daughter like that.
Yeah, that's how I am about my daughter. I teach her. I've been teaching her everything, and she was like, "Mom, I know." Okay, well, I'm just making sure you do know, because this music that you listen to, you hear how they disrespecting females. I mean, we went through that stage, but that was when she was like 17, 16, 17. But she's going, and she had her first little heartbreak, you know what I mean? And I let her go. I had to let her go through it, but she know now.
Yeah, I think everybody got somebody but we still gotta give our babies and let them know. There's just so much lack of respect that we have lost in morals and principles. Even with having best friends, even with having female friends or men having men friends, like men, you cool or whatever. Like for instance, like one of my family members, their brother came to me and they knew I was married to their brother. You know what I'm saying? But you think I'm gonna sleep with you after I slept with your brother. People do that kind of stuff. Like this one girl came to me and said that her cousin, she found out her husband was sleeping with her cousin, but she had been sharing all those intimate details. Like if there's something that you're missing in your relationship and you think you tell somebody else, you don't think they're gonna want it. Like there are grimy women that will take your pain and turn it into their gain. So that'd be up to you to sit up there and discuss that. Back in the day, like older women, like now, women just sit up there and discuss their private parts with men, or you all on talking about all that. To me, that's a sloppy ass woman, and that's a sloppy man. Whatever I do with you behind closed doors, I'm not gonna tell everybody that. That's not your business. My business ain't nobody business. I don't want to say nothing. I don't gotta be out flashing, holding. You know what I'm saying? Do I love walking, holding hands? Like I'm a very romantic person, yes. But like getting on all the splits of online and doing, I'm not gonna do that. That's not a real woman. To me, that's slutty. That's disrespectful. That's just saying like you saying it, and half of the stuff you saying that you can do, you won't even do half of that behind closed doors. You want to allude to the fact that make a person think that you'll do that, but you ain't even that type of sister or that type of brother. I'm just saying people do that a lot too. If you think that makes you like a big person, it really don't. It really makes you look sloppy. But if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it. I don't do it. And I don't like people who do it. And I definitely don't like big mouth men. I don't like big mouth women. I don't like if I'm dealing with someone and we're cool and I ask you to keep your mouth shut. I don't like that. I done had a conversation with you and you want to go tell the world like you yippee or Peter Pan or something. I won't mess with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty to me is something that is very sacred to me. Respect is something that is very sacred to me. Honor, because I'm gonna try to respect you like you respect me. When I feel like you don't respect me, then like I'll shut down. I'll like back up from you, because then I'm analyzing everything differently, you know, because in my life at 55 years old, you have to realize I've met and seen a lot of things in my life, and probably going to see a whole lot more before I leave this world. But the things that I have seen in the world has made me the person that I am right now. And real is what real does. And I just don't like messy stuff. I just don't really, I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't put my mindset in the place that I'm going to let someone take me into a dark place, you know? So I guess you really have to watch who you're around and what kind of energy people really bring to you, because people can bring positive energy to you. People can bring negative energy to you. People can bring hatred energy to you. And I really now, after growing like I've grown, you know, I have to say that, you know, I've learned a lot, because I was talking to somebody today, and they were talking about how like I ended up on the internet with all this going on, like with the Steve Harvey thing and all that. But if I had not have stood like I stood and did what I did, I wouldn't know you, Shy. I wouldn't know none of y'all that's on the internet right now. I wouldn't know Storm. It'd be a lot of people that I just would not know. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I stood. Now I've met more people, and I find people, some people are fascinated with me, some people hate me. So, and really, there ain't too many people that I really saw that hate me. It was only the people that was fighting against me, that were bullying me and stuff like that, who really, to me, had a negative situation, wanted to say something negative about me. Like most of the people that I encountered, besides when I went through all this stuff with Steve, I didn't have no negative. You don't even see thumbs down on my videos. If you do, it's going to be somebody probably, now they'll probably do it because they just want to come over here and do whatever. But you go back and through my videos, you don't do that. People resonate with spirits. People resonate with realness. Like the guy who just had left that message, you know, and Nigel and other people too. People know realness when they see it. You know, not to come to me with no nonsense. You know, but when I hear people saying things like that, it makes me know what I really stand for, why I'm really here. Like when I wake up in the morning, like I really don't like talking till after 5, because I answer the phone call 24/7. You know, I feel like I am a Rosa Parks, I am a Malcolm X, I am a Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? I am a Harriet Tubman, and whoever else that as a descendant, because to me, anybody who is our Black ancestors help get us free, at the end of the day, they are descendant to me, because I learned something from them, you know, moral and principles. And a lot of times people, I really don't think they know what Southern hospitality is. We did a video, I'm going to see if I can go back and find it. We talked about being a Southern Belle. You know, it's a lot to be a Southern Belle. It ain't all about just walking your ass around looking cute. You know what I'm saying? And like when they were saying about relationships, I see couples that have been together 20, 60, 70 years. Like that don't happen no more. You lucky if you stay 4 years into a relationship, you know, with someone, because of how the world is right now. Like the other day I was going to the post office, and this older man opened the door for me, but he said he could tell I was not from California. I said, why? He said, because how I smell. He said, how I smile, and how I said, yes, sir, no, sir. He said, because he know they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow. And I could tell he wasn't from here, because he's an older guy. But he was just when I was like, thank you, sir. He said, wait a minute, you ain't from here. As soon as he opened that door, and I said that, and I said, you ain't from here either, because you opened that door. See, like I don't be scared to talk to people when I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny to a degree, because you don't never know who you're going to walk up on or who you might meet. I'm a very friendly person, but then I'm very alert too. So you can't just walk up on me and do something and don't think that I'm not aware of my surroundings. I pay attention to my surroundings. You know, I just think a lot of things that has transpired back in the day, we done missed that. We don't have that anymore. And it's sad that we don't have that, because we're missing a lot of things that could help our younger people manifest into more positive leaders. Because like this one person was saying, where are our true leaders? Where are the people that fight for us? Where are the people that stand for us? Where are they now? Yeah, that one too. She said, "Don't be running in and out my house, heating up the damn streets." Yep, you couldn't look. You couldn't run in and out the house, and like, say for instance, you outside and you chilling, and as soon as you see that light, that street light on, baby, you better be you better be put your feet. One of them feet better be in that door. Cause they be like, don't come in after the street light come on. And like a lot of these kids sneaking out the house, we got problems like that, going back and forth. Like they're trafficking kids right now. Y'all sneaking in and out the house, and because you want to be out and you want to have fun, that's a problem too. Because you could get snatched if someone do something to you. So we gotta be careful about that. Back in the day, your little ass sneak out the house, they gonna lock the door, and if you do get in that bad boy, you might as well know you gonna get a beating before you would come through the door. Straight up, point blank, period, simple.
Yeah, I know when I was coming up, my dad, he did a lot of talking to me and my brother.
Come
Uh,
on.
he taught me that, a boy will tell you he love you till he's blue in the face just to get what he wants. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he don't love you at all. You know what I mean? He's just telling you that because he feels like that's what you want to hear. And so
Right.
he's going to give in to whatever you're spilling out to him. He's taking note and he's going to give, all that information that you're spilling out to him back to you in a way that's going to make you feel a way or whatever the case may be, just to get what he wants. And then he also told me that, your friends ain't always your friends, okay?
Hmm.
I, I thank God that I was raised by, my father, and he took the time out to talk to me and my brother and let us know a lot of what, we were brought up with knowing. And so you still go through life where you have to learn the hard way, but your learning may not be as hard because you do have that little foundation set in you. But a lot of people, don't grow up the same way that another person does. And so
Right.
therefore, like when it came to me having my kids and my boys being my oldest, that I would be wondering like, well, them kids getting all locked up and everything, and but I have it all resorts back to who their parents are. You know what I mean? So then I take, those type of things into consideration, and everything is about, you have to teach them why they're young, even if you are a single parent or if you happen to have both parents in the home at one time, and then, your children go through the separation of, their parents, and that affects them in a way. But as long as you can talk to them and let them know, I believe that really helps them to a degree. They may not fully understand it. And like my middle child, the runner, he struggled a bit with it, but I can say that he's turned his life around as an adult now, and I do thank God for that. And now he just wants to listen, to whatever, he brings whatever to me, and he just wants to listen. And so I talk about whatever. I mean, I ask questions, I give my advice, I give what I have to say to him, and I'm doing that with my grandchildren that I have a close bond with as far as co-parenting with the other grandmother. They're living two different, ways, but they know that even when they go over there, I don't want to have to hear anything like you talking back or, being what you wouldn't do over mama's house. So therefore, um, I just try to instill all that I can in them to, allow them to be the best that they can be it that, it's grandparents doing it, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I know my family be like, "Them ain't my kid. Them ain't your kids," and I'm like, "I know they're not my kids. They're my grandkids." But I wouldn't have it no other way.
Yeah, but I want to say something to the parents and grandparents. I know we all love our grandkids, and that's for real what it is. But like, we need to stop blaming ourselves because we don't owe nobody nothing. It say honor your mother and your father. It don't say nothing about kids. A lot of times people sit up here and like let these kids run their household. I'm not with none of that. I'm over all of that. Like, I'm ready to live my best life right now, whatever it may be, and I'm gonna have fun doing it. There's a reason why things happen. There's a reason and a purpose, but you got to know who you raising and what you be around, because they could say that you can train a kid and he'll grow up in that way. No, he won't, because you got some kids that had a silver spoon in their mouth and they some of the worstest kids that they are, and think that they are somebody obligated to do something for you, or they have to do something. Ain't nobody got to do nothing but stay black and die. I'm just saying now we just need, and it ain't just the kids, it's just everything. It's us as people. It's just like, but I'm trying to put it out there about the children, because we letting these kids grow up in rural, and we already got a messed up generation. If you want to know, to our generation, we got black women going against black women, black men going against black men. Like, look at the stuff that Diddy's going through right now. And then you send up here selling people babies and shit. Them somebody kids that you selling. Then you want to side, like, women. Let me, and I heard somebody make a comment somewhat saying that it doesn't matter who said it, and saying that I want to be in the industry. Look, I got a personality. I shine. I can be in any industry that I want to be in. I am here that I'm going to tell my husband's story, Fred Berry, because he's not here to tell it himself, and probably do a documentary, what else I choose to do about his life story. But I don't have to be in the industry. If I wanted to be in the industry, it's like 20 years into the game since he's been passed away. But a lot of stuff I went through stopped a lot of things that I could have done, and that's fine too. But thank God they stopped me for a reason, because I could have been mixed up some kind of way negatively in all this situation too. But unlike me, I'm a fighter, not just mentally, physically, and emotionally. So you can't just run something on me and I'm going to believe it because you want to sign me a check and you say, I'll give you this role if you sleep with me. It's really not that serious. It's not. You can't give me an incompromising position or indecent proposal. And because you think who you are, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, you know, not a lot, but here and there, I be hearing people say little slick stuff out their mouth about me. You are upset because you are not me. You want to be me. You wish you could be me. You can say whatever you want to about me. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change. I'm beautiful on the inside and out. Makeup don't make me. Hair don't make me. None of that make me. God made me. And one thing about it, I always said, what if something happened to my face or I get jacked up in some kind of way? I would want people to know how I am, because that would not change or define who I am as an individual if I got all messed up on the outside. And believe it or not, I never thought I was cute. Believe it or not, I know people think that's funny, and this person is trying to tell me that they can't believe that I said that. I never really went on looks. I feel like I look okay, but I always thought about what if something happened? You know what I'm saying? What if something changed that I would be different? So I never got into that, because I see women who have went through things, then got disfigured from their maids or being beat up, or, you know what I'm saying, bruised. And God forbid if you put me a black eye on me or something. If you think that you're going to put a black eye on me and your ass going to wake up the same way you went to sleep, you're sadly mistaken. That will never happen this lifetime or the next, because I'll be already took you to the next lifetime. I'm going to make sure you sleep good, because that'll be the end of that. For that, I'll be calling police for you, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, that's been said. I was saying these last couple of days, and I don't have to justify anything in regards to myself, because I know who I am and I know whose I am, and I
You're
don't have.
talking about okay. So let me so she just said that, you guys. So there have been some things that was going on the internet. So we can address that too while we up here, because things happen for a reason, a purpose. So somebody said Shy sounded like a man. It's a lot of women sound like men. It's a lot of men sound like women, but she know who she is. To me, she shouldn't have to justify nothing, but I understand why you do that. But some people just trying to throw shade, but really, to me, they are really non-factors, because who are they anyway? You know what I'm saying? You just want to say something about somebody. Remember, everything you say, you're going to have to be held accountable for it. But I like that you want to clear it up, Shy, but they was just be trying to be disrespectful and rude.
Yeah, they were. And then, after the fact of, jumping on, a couple people's panel and saying what I had to say in regards to that, and then they felt as though, shade comments were made. No, they weren't. I mean, you guys, people may consider that as shade, but I didn't because you guys didn't create me and you're not who I serve. So therefore, you can think, whatever you want. If you don't agree with it, that's on you. I think a lot of people need to be focused on their own personal lives, be it that, there's a lot going on. And if you are proclaiming to have a relationship with God, Most High, whatever the name that you want to call him by, then that ought to be everyone's goal, is to make sure that we are doing what we need to do down here so that we are in that book, the Lamb's Book of Life, and that when he does return, that we do go back with him, and that we're not trying to this receipts and all this other stuff. That's for you. That's not for me. Okay. I do want to put that out there because I could care less about what y'all had to say about me in regards to
But you
me.
cared a little bit. You cared a little bit because you addressed it. So it made you. If you didn't care, you would have said nothing. So you cared somewhat because you addressed it. Like even if somebody said something about me, if I addressed it, it made me feel some kind of way. So you did care somewhat about
It's-
that because you addressed it.
if I rock with who I rock with, is who I rock with. That serves no purpose for y'all. Yeah, me addressing it and me and saying something about it, you know what I mean? That's just bringing it to the awareness of them. You know what I mean? You could say I could care to a degree, but I am just letting them know that I support who I support, and
Right.
I rock with who I rock with, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And that's what it's going to be. And I could care less of what y'all have to say about me, okay? Because
Okay.
I put myself out there, to be able for y'all to criticize and be a critic, you know what I mean, in regards to whatever you felt you needed to say, but whatever. If
Tony
that's
said that people make fun of his talking, and I pretty much can imagine how, if you want to tell us, Tony, you could. But see, you ain't the only one. People make fun of my talking because I talk real fast. So you even see one sometime when I'm rapping, it'll go real fast. I'm just a real fast talker when I want to talk the way I want to talk, how I want to talk when I want to talk that way. See what I'm saying? I could really roll. And sometimes I have to slow myself down with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been made a lot of ways as far as people making fun of me, like with my moles on my face or how short I am. Like things like that. And like I'm country. So like how I talk sometimes, like you could catch it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell I'm country. Yeah, and that's all right. I'm good with that. But you could especially tell it depending on who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Because most people feel like that guy, he said the way I smell. And I had people walk past me and tell me that. A lot of men do that because I don't know. I ain't trying to show no shade to no California women. Don't y'all get mad and say I say you smell some kind of way, because I ain't say that. But I noticed that it's like a lot of them don't wear perfume, I guess. So if you walk by, the scent is low key. I ain't saying I smell loud, but baby, when you walk past me, you're going to smell all this Southern hospitality. I'm just saying. But sure.
and I mean, I'm not a fast talker, and a lot of that is due to I had a stroke, okay, and I was bleeding on the brain, so therefore I dealt with that. I had to come to grasp that I'm not a speed racer talker. I don't have to be, because that's not me. I am going to talk the way that I talk. And
But
I
I don't
found
think you should
a
explain
top way.
nobody else after this though, Sha. I don't think you, because we know that as your family, and if people are stupid and disrespectful enough to get on here and try to mock, disrespect, to say something, that just shows the low level characteristics of them. You know what I'm saying? Because what I decided to do, yeah, I'll listen to some things, and some things I'll speak about, and then I'm gonna let it go, because there's a lot of phony people on this internet, and a lot of people say so many different things. But I watch people attack and go at me for no reason and had no reason to do that. But I can't change who you are. But if you just sit back and let God work his magic and do what he gonna do, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. That's really what I realized. Because you can't justify every time somebody say something about you. You'll be up here justifying all day.
That's what came to me. My dad will always tell me, if I worried about what everybody thought about me and had something to say, then I'll worry myself sick. So I had to have that, come to me moment and reminder about that situation. So
Oh, and like Tony said, he stuttered when he talked. Right, right. I knew a boy that did that too. Yeah, yeah. That's something that sometimes, especially some people stutter when they be upset more than others. Some people stutter when they get too excited. Some people stutter when they get stressed. It's almost like a trigger anxiety point. Okay, yeah. And I don't like when people do that. I done seen people who stutter before. Right.
everybody's different, you know what I mean? But I put that into play and went back to it, and that's where I'm at. I'm not finna worry about what people in the world think of, because I'm not gonna worry myself sick, trying to prove this, prove that, prove this, prove that. Uh-uh.
But what if we didn't have the internet? What if none of this going on? I had to talk to my therapist. She said, "Look, don't be on the internet like that." Can she tell me give it 60 days? So I think this month here, I don't know how many times I went on, maybe 2 or 3, but I have not got all into the internet. So I got 30 more. I'm gonna even try to do to about the 1st of May, because I might be even going on me a little retreat. Like I said, I got to really focus on finishing up my writing now with what I'm doing with that, and some other things that's getting ready to go on that I'm excited about, which I can't tell y'all quite about it. But you're going to be join my journey now. You can be on this internet, you can say so many things, but a lot of people really don't know me. They don't know my heart. They don't know who I am. I'm really just starting to try to open back up to people. And when people try to attack me or hurt my feelings, I ain't gonna lie, I shut down. I go into this little vulnerable thing. I just don't know why. And then I sit back and analyze things from so many different levels, because I'm trying to figure out why it happened or which way it happened. That's why I got to really keep my circle really, really narrow, because really at the end of the day, you trying to be nice, you trying to deal with people, you trying to help somebody, and people gonna take your sorrow and use it for their best interest of what they want to use it for, not really helping you. I'm talking to you, which I know you would never do it, Shy, but you see people who have done it, where you gonna be nice to them and they want to do something, or they want to put something out about you to try to hurt you after you done told them your personal business shit, and you're gonna tell me that God's pleased with that. People can do whatever they want to do, and you can do whatever you feel like you choose to do with me. But you better know, when you come up against me, I am God's property. God said, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper," and I ain't seen one prosper yet. The enemy is busy, and they continue to try to come incorrect. The more you come incorrect, the more God's gonna keep stepping in and putting all you vultures and you disrespectful people in check. And I'm just gonna let it happen. My life is different this year, and I got to keep focusing on what I need to. And I'm glad, being in the industry, or being in California, or being in this little Hollywood thing, or whatever the case may be, or however people perceive me to be, because some people feel like I'm a celebrity. I really don't feel like I'm a celebrity, nor do I want to be called one. I'm just Essie Berry, and I'm an activist, and that is what I'm good at. It's a lot of positive things I feel like God is getting ready to do in my circle, in my world, and I'm just ready to live with that and get whatever's coming to me, because I've given so much of myself, and I've never had someone give me what I give them. I don't get on this internet and boast about who I feed, what I do, who I cook for, the things I do. I just try to give back any way that I could. A lot of times people are going to try to make you look like something that you're not, but you can't make me look like nothing more than God has transitioned me to be. So if it's 10 people here talking stupid about me, but I got thousands of people who love me, what does what you're talking about? It really doesn't matter to me, because you really are a non-factor, and nothing you say can harm me, because God's not going to let it. And that's what I just really realized. Like, I can't worry about what everybody say, because everybody's not going to like me. I know there's a lot of jealous women of me. Every time you talk stupid about me, you a female, why? You don't even know me, and you talking crazy about me, worry about what I look like. Like, you want to be me, you want to look like me, you want to talk shit about me, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the beauty within, it doesn't change, no matter what a picture say. Yo, I done seen some beautiful women, some really beautiful women, but their personality and their spirits are so ugly that I don't even want to deal with you, because they really look ugly to me. There was this really one guy, he was really, really ugly. He was my auntie's boyfriend. And when I say he was ugly as hell. But the things he did for her, how he took care of her, how they were, I thought that was so romantic, because I had never seen, her so happy. But he took care of her. He loved her. He nurtured her. And you could tell he wanted to be a part of his life. So I just seen all the good things that he did. And like, we talk about relationships, responsibility, what we want out of life, how we want people to treat us. You have to give back what you give. You can't just give, you know what I'm saying, and you don't receive nothing back. But if I give you something, I'm not looking for it back. But like, if I give you respect, I want respect back. I give what is given. I'm not sitting up here trying to like procrastinate to be something I'm not. But I'm not here to deal with artificial people either. I'm not here to deal with people who are two-faced or backbiting. I can't even put myself back in that level no more. I'm just at a peace right now that I started trusting, and sometimes I question myself on that too, by trusting people, letting people into my circle, trying to think that I'm ready for like to be friends with somebody. Not even if I was ready to be in a relationship, really, am I ready to be in one? Because even like being in a relationship or bringing new friends about, I want to be able to have that waiting to exhale moment, that I got women that will understand me, and we talk about something. I ain't got to worry about 20,000 people finding out. I done had so many people deceive me, trying to act like they were my friends, and then they use what the fuck I tell them. They use it against me. Like, you a piss poor ass person to do that. I don't really care who you are, what you did, how you did it. Like, you're wrong for that, and you think that shit make you cute on the internet doing all that. But at the end of the day, you will be held accountable for everything you do. And I think that's why I stood back and not been in a relationship for 10 years, pretty much, even trying to be in one. It would be hard in my mind, because what I want in a relationship, the next person may not want that same thing in a relationship. It's a lot of things that women want, and they don't know how to say or tell the man, or the man don't know how to tell the woman, so you can work together to get it. I want to be loved. I want to be understood. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that I'm okay. And I heard a dude say, that's what's wrong with men now. They done lost their morals and principles. They acting like a woman's supposed to take care of them. And back in the day, you were supposed to make sure that your wife was okay, and you do what you're supposed to do as a man. But then if that's the case, and you doing what you're supposed to do as a man, she ain't gonna worry about nothing. She ain't gonna worry about nothing. All her shit will be taken care of, because that's what a real man do. And then you as a woman, you ain't going to let your man come home. He don't work 10, 20 hours. You ain't going to have his bath water ran. You ain't going to have his food cooked for him. You ain't going to have his clothes ironed. You ain't going to have his lunch ready for the next day. You're not going to make sure that he need to be anything he need to be done. You ain't going to make sure it's done. That's what it was back in the Southern day. That's how it was back in the day. That's how you made sure that your man was okay, and he made sure that you was okay. We done lost all that kind of stuff. And for whatever reason that we have, you know what I'm saying, maybe from generation to generation, some of that needs to come back now. But at least I know in some people's world it still exists, because I've never had a man like take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put my share in there. Like, would it be nice? Yeah, it'd be nice. Just like a man would feel like it would be nice that he could come home, get a nice dinner, get fed, get rubbed down, and all those wonderful things when he's coming home and he done worked all day and he taking care of you. What do he get out of taking care of you? It's just people, morals and principles have been lost. And communication. Communication in a relationship is a big thing. If you don't communicate and you don't understand, then you really lost. In my mind and in my world right now, any man that I've ever been with, no man has ever walked away from me. And if I get with a man, he want to walk away from me, that's so be it. Then you do that. Because what I do know too, it may be something could be wrong with me, but it could be something wrong with you too. But at the end of the day, I really don't care either way. You're not going to come in my life and treat me, no woman, no man, nobody, the way you want to treat me. And then I'm going to accept it. I got a right to say what I do want to deal with, and I got a right to say what I won't deal with. That's a choice that we make. I got a right to feed into bullshit, or I got a right to keep myself out of bullshit. It's just what I decide to do with my life. But what I do know is in a relationship or anybody, as far as a person or a friend, I don't want to look at a female and you say you're my friend and I got to worry about looking at you twice, or you worry about, I'm got to worry about you looking at my man, because I'm damn sure not going to look at yours. I don't even get down like that. Some people do that, and I'm not going to put myself in a position to conversate, because I've never ever conversated intimately about anybody in my life with a man. I just don't do that. If I can't tell my man, I'm definitely not going to tell you. And with me, as far as being in a relationship, straight up men, I want somebody that's going to listen. I want somebody that's going to understand. I want someone that's going to love me. I want somebody that's going to take time with me. I want to be able to understand you. I want you to be able to understand me. I want to be able to have a man that's sensitive, but I want a man that's going to be able to make sure that I'm safe, and I feel safe with him at the same time. When you are dealing with someone and you're in a relationship, and I'm telling all these little girls this, whatever you start out being and however you start letting that man treat you, he's going to continue to treat you that way. If you don't stop it before it begins, then when you get in your relationship, then basically it's going to make you feel some kind of way for whatever reason. And when I see that you are not understanding what I'm saying, and I can't make you understand, or you hang up on me, or you shut up, or I gotta be going back and forth, or we loud talking. I done did all that. I'm not doing any of that no more. Not at 55 years old. If I'm more happier by myself, and you can't make me more happy than what I am, then I really don't need to be with someone that I got to worry about, oh, if he get mad, is he going to leave me? Or if he get mad, is he going to hang up? Or if he going to get mad because he ain't going to call me today? Or if he going to get mad because I fuck all that. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not going to put myself in a position that I have to worry about, like, do you love me? Like, I've been there before. I'm not going to be in a position, do I got to worry about her being two-faced if I tell her my business? Some of the stuff that I've seen over the last 10 years, it make me really don't want to have no friends unless I meet you for myself and I grow a relationship and I decide that I want to be with you. That's what this bullying stuff. And you got old ass women. You got old ass, low down old women sitting on this internet doing dumb shit. You in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s, and you acting like you 10 and 11, 16 years old, telling all your business. It's just really pathetic. This is a resource in life. Maybe some of my truth can help you guys one way or another, but I'm really not with all the extra right now. I'm really not with the drama. In this last 30 days, certain things has made me question a lot of things. And I may not say nothing, but I pay attention. And if I'm not an asset to you, I'm definitely not going to be a liability. But when I see certain things, I may shut down and don't say nothing. It's not because I'm angry. It's not because I'm upset. It's just that now I got to sit back and analyze, because for so long I worry about everybody else's happiness. But what I really realized coming into this new year, that Essie Berry has been worried about everybody else's happiness, listen to everybody else's problems, listen to everybody else's drama. But really, I ain't had nobody listen to mine. I didn't have nobody until I met you guys, and that's a good thing. And those people that really could pick up the phone and they'll listen to you. I used to ask God, why is it I'm sitting here alone? But I couldn't trust nobody. Because if you can't trust your mother, and your mother did the things that I told you my mom did to me, how are you going to trust a person? how are you going to love someone else? And before you can love someone else, you got to love yourself. And I love myself so much. And the love that I have within me, I want to be able to instill it on someone else and give it to someone. My kids are grown. I got my grandkids and stuff like that, but I want that mate. But if he ain't out there for me, I would rather be by myself than my heart be broken. Because if you can't treasure my heart, if you can't, treasure my relationship with you as a friend, then what do I really need you for? That's just a waste of time. I could be more happier by myself. And sometimes I go back to that state because I'm like that right now. Just seeing all the rigmarole, knowing how you can really not trust people, seeing how low down people are, seeing how we losing our babies to the streets, seeing how everybody, all these kids got complaints, seeing how people talking back to their parents, seeing how relationships are breaking up and people like they're about the money and ain't about the love of the man or the love of the woman or the love of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? We've lost so many perspectives. You know what I'm saying? You at home, you got a good man, you got a good husband, then you got a man on the side, or you got, you know what I'm saying? How is that possible? Or you got got a good woman at home, and you at home, she doing all she can do for you. You say you want to stay at home, pay the bills, take care of her, but on the back end, you cheating and stuff. Then why you got her at home in the first place? Real is what real does. You can sugarcoat and do all this shit that you want to do in the world, but at the end of the day, you're going to be held accountable for everything that you do. So you can see like you think of you getting away with something. You not getting away with anything. That's why I choose not to get on here and explain myself, trip with nobody, because at the end of the day, like straight up, I'm a ride to you. Don't get this cuteness food at no time. Like I'm a fighter. I'd rather just go and put me in the ring, beat your ass and be done with it than be sitting up on the internet arguing with you, getting my pressure up and all that other stuff, because you really ain't about that life. Anybody can talk all that shit, but what you gonna do when you really in the street? You gonna shut up because you know what it is. And I've seen a lot of people like that. Don't get it twisted. And somebody go ahead.
I said a lot of people be talking loud and ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, you barking. You can't even bite. And somebody said they was concerned about my sister. My sister is my sister. Like I don't deal with her. She ain't dealing with me. But whatever goes on, that's between my sister and me. If I choose to ever even go back that way. But don't get this twisted. You can be stupid if you want to and walk up on my sister. She gonna mollywop your ass. My sister can throw down, and I'm not too far from behind her. We may look a certain type of way, but we are street fighters for sure. Please, I've never seen her lose a fight. You step to her, you entering at your own risk. And if you try something with her, don't think that I won't be too far behind, because at the end of the day, that's still my sister. And then she will stomp your behind, and I'm right behind her on that. I don't care what we've been through. I'm not going to get on here and discuss nothing that got to do with my family member stuff, because at this point, who I'm worried about right now is me, myself, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling excited. I'm excited about finishing up what I'm doing with the book. There's a good interview that I'm getting ready to do coming up in about a month or so. It's just going to be live about things I've experienced, what I lived in these 10 years, because even though I talk, like I tried not to get emotional about it, but it's going to be talk about really what I really endured, because I don't think I've got too deep into it, you guys, because like it's emotional, it's deep for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a really sensitive person. People feel like Essie's all hard. Like I'm hard, but like I'm a teddy bear too. But I gotta like stay in that position to get there. And it's like I'm always got my guards up, because all I have is me, myself, and I. And then when somebody hurt my feelings, I got my guards back up again, and I go into the silent place, because until it makes sense to me, I really don't have nothing to say. It ain't nothing personal. It's just how I live things. Even when I done went through all this, I was never trying to mind somebody else's business. When I got through all this shit with Steve Harvey and stuff, I just saw what I saw, and I went into a state, and I did not know how to, be quiet. I did not know how to back down. I don't know how to not fight, because all I have is myself. You know what I'm saying? So people got to realize we are in a whole new way of of thinking, our mindset, and we just getting into a new president and we don't know what's getting ready to go on. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit too, but I just wanted to like really get back into the real life of the people that I love and the people that's on this mic right now and the people that support me. Like it could be 10, it could be 20. I don't need millions of people. I just need to know that I have good people to support me, because really I'm a very shy person. I'm a very quiet person. I'm a very loving person. Like I don't have to get up on this internet and lie about nothing. And on everything that I love, if anybody ever want to pay for a lie detector test on anything I speak about, from being stalked or harassed, any names I call, who I said, which way, I'll take it. Pay for the fucking test and let's do it. Point blank, period, simple. I don't play games like that, nor do I have to. If I say something, it can happen. I don't have time to get up here and lie, and nor do I have time to justify myself because you feel like I look like some kind of way. Because some people said that before I left Georgia and California, people were saying that I was gay. I ain't never touched, rubbed, licked anything a woman in my whole life. But because they didn't know who I was personally dealing with, they wanted to say, well, damn, she's just it's 10 years right now. Like, I know how to preserve myself. If you ain't right, I'm not going to deal with you. And yeah, I was dealing with somebody at the time, but he went in that area. He was in a whole nother area from where I was, because it wasn't your business. And I like people who keep their mouth shut. I like people who sit up there and don't run their mouth if I ask you to do something. I don't have time for big mouth backbiting people. It's just disrespectful to me, because if you can't keep your mouth shut, like, I mean, really? Like, what do I need you for? That means I can't trust you. I know that's right, Tony. He said nobody can make anybody. Can't nobody make him feel bad.
That's why this season in my life that I'm going to step out on faith and do something that, I would never do. And I think that, being up here on this panel and, doing what we do as far as, conversating with our family, that I feel that is in the box. And we just, talk.
Yeah.
And we just talk and let things out, have fun. And when I'm stepping out on faith, something that, I used to be leery of doing as far as getting out of my comfort zone. When I do start, uploading on my channel and doing what I do, just know that it's going to be a variety of things. But one thing that's not going to be is drama. Okay, messiness, drama. We're not going to do that. We don't need to engage in that. There's enough of that going on this red app. So therefore, I'm not trying to engage in that with my people. I want to, I want to have fun. I want to learn. I want to, let's educate ourselves on things that we may need to relearn, and unlearn some things and relearn what, how it really is, and just have fun. I mean, that's all I want to do. I feel like I love to laugh, and that's just who I am now that I am actually coming, out of my box and,
That's good. That's good. And I like that, Shy, and I've seen you grow, because you were really shy in the beginning. So I being real, and it's hard to get up on this internet like this. Even though I talk all that smack, I be doing that music and stuff like that. This whole thing is hard for you to be able to run a platform and do it. It's really not easy. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start loving ourselves. We got to understand ourselves so you can try to understand somebody else. Because somebody talk about you, don't get upset. Don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Just know that, like, I don't know how it tastes in your mouth. Because, Essie, don't they be calling my name? Think about the joy you bring. Because they sure be calling my name a lot. You mustn't like the way it tastes. You know what I'm saying? You think about me to know that you be thinking about me like that, baby. What I taste like? Strawberry, peaches, lime, cream, chocolate, juicy. What she tastes like? Like, and I'm going to play this song right quick. What's this? So y'all be messing with people and people be saying something, but like sometimes I be like, which nigga do you really want to deal with? Like y'all be talking smack, but when you dealing with people, you don't really know who you dealing with. You could get me today, like I'm Essie, but like I could come turn into a whole nother person, which is the beast of the bulldog, and I don't like neither one. But when you wanna like keep going out of that, and you gonna miss me off, I don't know what I might want to do to you. So you better listen to this song because I need to know who you want to deal with. Because at the end of the day, I bet Steve Harvey would have never thought that I would be still in this movie 10 years later and had went through everything I went through. But I'm really over that too. This is the new chapter in my life. This is the new journey in my life. But I just still want to know who you think you want to deal with when you're talking crazy to me. Let me remove this being shot down for a minute and let y'all hear this one. Hold on, let me see.
Which nigga you wanna deal with? Which one you wanna deal with? Jesus has two sides, so to all oath-taking preachers, pay attention. I heard a brother ask a question. Why didn't nobody strike out when the officer shot a black woman? When she said, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. So which one you wanna deal with, ninja? I wonder why he just didn't tease her. You were watering down the name of Jesus by running a maintaining system with no science to it. Giving the people some science will give Jesus' name and power. So which one you wanna deal with, ninja? Jesus said, feed the people, do not maintain them. Jesus tells us how he feels about children, but yet the industry destroys our children by using their energy. Shame on you. So which one you want to deal with, ninja? Oppression and suppressing energies just so you can benefit off of the sheep's gift. Shame on you. So which one you want to deal with, ninja? Speaking from experience, when the meeting took place with the Grand Master of Church and my grandparents, that was the moment when my father should have been called, because he was a grandmaster self. But that scenario showed me that how selfish the system is to keep one trapped just for your own gain. Shame on you. So which one you want to deal with, ninja? A witness you take, I one of your own. So why would the highest allow me to be part of the system that will take out their own? So which one you want to deal with, ninja? I can't get past the part of you having the Holy Bible in one hand and the sword in the other hand and actually use it. So which one you want to deal with, ninja? You will have to give an account at the judge for deceiving the Most High children. We're born into this world not knowing, and then you start running revivals to further brainwash the Most High children. Shame on you. It's a shame that we're still being executed by the same Jesus Christ in this day and time right now, and the Most High children are fed up. So which one you wanna deal with, ninja? Which one you wanna deal with? I ask myself, when these people take the oath, who are they taking oath to? They are talking to these wannabe ninjas running the church like the old school. See, I know from experience to separate a lie from the truth. There's a true separation between oath takers and the most highest children. To the most highest children will heed to his voice and truth when wannabe ninjas in the church keep doing what they do. And that's why the Most High would not allow me to take that oath with you. I'm a child of the Most High, got to keep it real. The truth in front of us, the church is the real cover-up. You know the deal, let make no mistake from beginning to end. Jesus is exposing all the corrupt and all of the sin. Pick up your poker face, we not paying shit. Which ninja you wanna deal with? Which ninja is you? Are you the oath-taking ninja, or you sold out ninja too? Which one you gonna be and what you gonna do? Which ninja you wanna deal with? Both takers or the ninja with the truth?
When you claim spade, that's how it should be. I have the ace, king, queen, and a jack, you see. I'm getting ready to run to Boston and make history. I am on the top and the bottom of the deck, getting ready to make you a nervous wreck. See, the Joker is the highest in the deck. If you never played spade, how the hell would you know then? See, this is a game that make you think, but if you don't play right, damn sure will get sexy. When I sit to play a game of spade, I am carving my name in your table, because you will know I have sat there. See if I have the queen, the Joker, and the king. I'm getting ready to do the damn thing. See, I'm gonna throw in the rope. That's why the big Joker, no joke. Here go the ace, king, and queen, and jack. I got them all, go tell that. That mean I'm coming to set you a good game of cards, cause that's what I do. See, I can beat you. See, I know I came to win, but if you throw the wrong card out, I'm setting you to lose, go tell that. The Joker card is found in most modern day card decks. Now let's talk about the king, where he at. The king is a playing card with a picture of a king displayed on it. It is usually the highest ranking face card in a deck of cards. cards. Now you need that queen to make it correct in a standard deck of playing cards. The queen card is one of the face cards, along with the king and the jack, each suit, hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades has its own queen card. Don't forget about the jack, that's the next man in the deck. A jack also has a playing card, rich in traditional French and English decks. Bitch is a man in the traditional. See, I am the queen of the deck. Where the hell is my king at? See, when I play, I come to wins. I am the beginning and the end. This is how I have 100% winning rate, because I am the deck and it's never too late. See, when you sleeping, I'm up thinking about making a move. That's what I was taught from the old school. See, I play cards like I'm winning a case. I put everything on the line, right in your face. That's why I'm the queen of the deck. I am the one who come politically correct. See, a queen is where it all began. Look it up and you will see what I mean. It is clear to say that I'm the solution. We gave birth to the world, that is my conclusion. That's why they put a queen in the deck. With her, it will not be a king that is born yet. See, that's why you have queen and the king of the deck. Then they had come back for jack in the stack. Stop with the madness and acting confused. I gave you the whole damn deck. Don't bring me no bad news. Now I just schooled you on how to play spades. So run that Boston and I'm setting all of you today. See, when I sit down, I don't get up. I show the game to play, which is spade. Because I am the queen in the deck. Come catch this fade. Come catch this spade. Fade, spade, 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 spade.
I said what I said the way I said it. Hey, now, if y'all didn't hear what I said about the queen of the deck, I'm running that Boston. Y'all better come correct. Y'all better catch in between those in the windows, because I told you a lot right there. And that song where it says Ninja, Brother Tate wrote that one. But at the end of the day, even with that song right there, it's telling you what people are doing inside the churches, inside what they doing. They using churches to get at our babies. You know what I'm saying? Because you walk in the church don't mean it's politically correct. You walking up in there. You got to know your surroundings, whether it's a house, whether it's a church, whether it's a foundation, your location, where you going to, how you going. We got to like really wake up now, because there's a lot going on around us and it's a lot happening. And we really got to get focused and pay attention and rise up in unity instead of being against each other. But you always going to have certain people that are going to do certain things that are going to try to either drag you down, make you feel some kind of way. And if I want to get into the kingdom of heaven, because this is the thing, we all going to leave here and we're really not paying that attention. And a little bit of time I got left here, I really want to be happy. I don't want to be sitting up here going through drama. I don't want to be crying. I don't want to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like if I stay by myself, I know I ain't gonna hurt myself. But who wants to be in a person and want to be by yourself? You want to be in a relationship, but if you can't find that right person, and definitely you don't want to stay in that that's abusive, and definitely you don't want to stay in nothing when a person don't want to hear you, and you definitely don't want to be in something just because I love you or you love me or you love that person love you or whatever. That don't mean that like you're supposed to be with them. And that's what I realized, because whatever man I was with, and I've been married whatever many times, at least 4, I didn't have them walk away from me. But can I really say that those men were truly for me, because I'm not with them now? I want something different that I've never had before. I want to feel alive like I've never felt before. I want to be able to communicate and I be able to understand him and he understand me. You know what I'm saying? I want something different. At 55, you want that change. I'm getting ready to hit 56 years old. Life is shorter. We don't know how anything can happen. Look at Miss Angie Stone, and God bless the dead. Miss Angie Stone was in a car accident and now she's dead. You know what I'm saying? And just going out driving. So you don't even know what your last day will be. So we really have to take every day like we living it like it's your last, really. That's why you got to stay focused. And another thing, you guys, like a lot of people argue when you're in a relationship. And even though when you argue in a relationship, you will say things that you don't mean. You really can't take it back. I'm really not a texter either. So if it's somebody that's personal with me and you want to talk to me, then just please call me. Because with that texting, you get missed words, you get words, you may say things, and it's not what you read it to be, but it's what I felt. But I missed a few words in between there. So it may say something or it may not. But at the end of the day, Like my grandmama said, like one time, and it was the last time, and she had got to argue with her husband really, really bad because he was a cheater. He would stay out at nighttime and stuff. Because one time she went and got a frying pan. See them old ladies in the country, they ain't play that. They gonna let you know you either sleep outside or you gonna get knocked in the head with this damn frying pan. But I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm gonna take you to the promised land with this frying pan. And they got to arguing and he left the house, and then she waited, you know what I'm saying, because it got kind of heated, and he didn't come back to the house. That morning they found him passed away and dead in a field. And she said for to that day she had always had to live with that, because when you arguing you can't take away what you done, so you can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? You can't make it right. And she always has said, if you with someone and you love someone, no matter what, at least let them know that you love them, whether you angry or not. Because what if you go to bed and you done cuss your mate out and you sitting there with your mate, and then you go to bed, you're angry, and they dead in the bed with you? That's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And that's even with friends. That's people in your family, people that you know that you are close to. You have a chance and a choice to make it right. Anything that you do, you have a chance and a choice to make it right. It's really up to you at this point, because there's a lot of powerful things that I feel like God's getting ready to do with me this year. And I'm going to open my doors a little bit more, because I had people say, Essie, you told a story. You haven't let us see nothing you did yet. Hell, it's still cold. I'm cold still. Can I let it get a little warm? Like, what do you want me to do? I mean, I don't like even really being outside, less alone being outside when it's cold. When it warm up a little bit, probably mid-June, July, I start doing some little stuff, let you guys see me and see my face. It ain't changed much. You know what I'm saying? I'm living the way I should live. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you always stay happy, but I am satisfied with my life. I am comfortable, and I am happy with myself. And really, you got to be happy with yourself, because a lot of women, you look for a man to make you happy, and a lot of men look for women to make you happy. But sometimes, it ain't about who makes you happy. Make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's supposed to be there, they're going to be there for you. And then sometimes because you want to love a person, don't mean that person need to love you the same way you try to love them. Even with friendships, you might want to be friends with a person, but that don't mean because you want to be friends with them that they're going to be friends with you. Who wants to do that? So you really got to really stay focused on, what you want it to be, who you are, not what people say about you. Because it really don't matter at the end of the day, do it? We ought to have somebody talk about us. We all done been through negative things that we talk about, and we can't change any of the things that we talk about. I mean, so if somebody say something about you, how you gonna change them? Come on now. Come on. Y'all like that spade? I know y'all did. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all, hey, I'm the queen of the deck, baby. Where my king at? Y'all better quit playing. Y'all know, and you see how I broke down that spade, that king, that queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm all of them in the deck together, and the joker and the ace too. You got to get up real early in the morning to come and try to school somebody like me, boo-boo. Yeah, because when you raised by old school players and you done been in it, you can talk. You can talk what you live. Come on now. Come on. Yes, baby. Yes. Yes. That's me. Yes. That's me.
And I want to piggyback on what you just said because, yesterday was the 5th year that, it was my mother's birthday.
Thank
And
you, say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and I was working on building my relationship better with her than what it was. And my last words with my mother were not the best. And then the next day, on the 16th of February, that's when, she passed away. But yesterday was her birthday. So I've came a long way with, dealing with it. I mean, I have, sometimes, a little just, but I get through it real quick, better than what I was in the beginning. I would say the first 4 years. Um, but well, the first three. The fourth one it was starting to get better, but you don't want to. I mean, once it's out of the mouth, you cannot take it back. So,
Right,
no, it
right,
is watching what you say to whoever, your spouse, boyfriend, your kids. You know what I mean. You do not want to provoke anyone. You don't want to, say things what they would say out of anger. Because that was like a scapegoat to get by with what you said when really that's not, because you don't know how it affects that person that you have said it to.
right,
What's powerful. And we ha- you know, we have to be wise. Those older people that are no longer here, we are those people that are now up in line to
right,
take,
right,
step and
right.
in the shoes that
Say
they
it,
were
Shy.
in, and walk it out the way that they did and teach the
Walk it
ones
out.
below us. So therefore, they're watching us, so it's all on what we do. And if they watch a whole lot of things that is like, huh, what, I don't, you know what I mean? It just depends on whatever. This goes to nobody. This is just speaking in general. But we have to show them by our walk, and our walk is not announcing everything. Our walk is just being shown. You will see it, they will see it in us. And that is what we have to do. We are now what? The matriarchs of our family and everything. So therefore, we have to take the baton and go
Ah,
with it. And so that we are able, when our time comes, that we are able to pass the baton back, and they know how to do it the way that they, were
right.
shown.
And the thing about that is, you guys, like now, can we let's have some fun? Like I like to have fun. I ain't gonna lie. I like to play jokes on you. Better be glad half of y'all probably will hate me when I'm done with Miss Valerie. You Shy. I like to play jokes. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to sing. I like to dance and shit. I'm just keeping it real. So now listen to this. I'll challenge you, and you ain't even got to get on camera if you don't want to, but I'll do mine on camera. But I want to, like, we was gonna have a karaoke night. I want to get back to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We got off for a moment. There's some stuff that I got that's gonna surprise you guys too. That's coming about. But if you want to do a song or something, and you want to come back and give me the video and I put it up there, I put it up there. At least you tried to sing. It's about sharing your talents. Y'all see some stuff I do. And I'm getting ready to share my little room with y'all. I done redid my room again, y'all. I get bored really easy, but I done did a dollhouse and mess with some other things. I'm gonna do a meditation because I done started trying to get into meditating more now. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be as angry. I'm trying to stop talking over people. I'm trying to be a better person and live a better life, but sometimes people put you in a position that it make you question things about yourself, and really I don't want to be an angry person. I want to be a positive person. And I want to make sure I see it where you guys say, Miss Valerie, by tomorrow, Miss Valerie's going to have a new great grandson from grand to great grand. You know how powerful that is? That's what I want to be. See my great and my grands. Come on now. Ain't God good? Congratulations. 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 Bringing more generations in. And this talk we had tonight and me putting out some of the things that I feel, like a lot of people might not be Southern, but there are Southern morals and principles. Southern men, I love men, period. But there's a difference between city men and Southern men. You know what I'm saying? But then I thought it might be a difference, but I don't even know if it's a difference between Southern men and city men anymore, because it's the man. It ain't matter if he's Southern or city. If he gonna love you, he gonna love you. If he gonna listen, he gonna listen. If he's going to want to be with you, he's gonna want to be with you. If he's gonna want to cheat on you, he's gonna do that. It's the person, it's the man. And right about this, it's up to you, whatever you decide that you want. And the same with a man with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because women act like men ain't got feelings. Men got feelings too, ladies. And y'all stop trying to act like they your mama. But y'all be doing some trifling things, man. And then you want women to sit up here and feel sorry for you as you know did the bullshit and you know you shouldn't have did in the first place. And women the same thing. It goes two ways. One wrong don't make the other one right. And two wrongs don't make it right. You know what I'm saying? We really have to really start focusing on more positive things that we're doing instead of some of the negative stuff that has been transitioning right now. We're going to talk about Trump a little bit more too, because I got some videos that I want you guys to see and we're going to talk about, but it's a whole lot going on with that too. And there's a video that I got to go back and find it and see how I can do it, where I was talking about when I was a runaway on the streets of Detroit and what I went through. And that's going to be a repeat. That was about 2 years ago. When you see it, it's going to talk about the abuse. And then I'm going to do a part 2 to address that part 1 of that, because people want to know what happened after I met my mom again for the first time after 22 years after I was physically abused by her. So I'm going to do that and do a recap on that. And I'm going to start pre-recording certain things and not going live. Because a lot of times, like, I do miss the questions in the box. So if we're going live and I'm listening, I can still address people in the box while I'm going, you know, and it's pre-recorded. It'll still be live in your time. But for like 30 days, I'm going to say for the next 60 days, I told my therapist I would do that. I'm saying that because I do take therapy. And I think it's a good thing, because if not, it will be so many people dragged on this computer right now. And so many people, I've been talking about your dogs, your cats, people talking about you get upset to talk about animals. I talk about anybody in your family that I want to talk about when you come for me. Nobody's off limits when you're in war, period. Not for me, you're not. So I choose not to say anything, because I know half of these people on this internet, they're talkers, they're not doers, and you're really not about their life. I don't find it fascinating that men are sitting up there dogging women on the internet, and then you got other women sitting with you dogging women on the internet, and then you women sit up there on the internet dogging other. It's just all messy. So I choose to mind my own business and, you know, do what I need to do, because I don't want y'all, you know, minding my business. I want you to mind your own business. And matter of fact, let me play this song so you can make sure that you mind your own business and you don't mind mine. How about we do that, Shy? Let me tell you what I think about y'all minding my business. Let me remove you. Hold on.
For those that know more about you than you, they can tell everybody about the things you do, when in actuality they don't even have a clue. The things they say are made up, not even true. To those people, this is what I got for you. To mind your business, don't mind mine. Let me say it again, mind your business, don't mind mine. Every day they always have something to say, talking about you's how they spend their day. They act like it's a job to point out how you do things different from their way. They be serious too, they don't even play. No matter what you do, it's always wrong. This bullshit been going on far too long. That's why I wrote this little song. Mind your business, don't mind mine. One more time, mind your business, don't mind mine. People like that are all over the place. People like that, what a disgrace. When they are talking about you, they have a straight face. It's as if what they are saying is okay. If you don't know the rules to the game, you shouldn't even play. Be careful to keep my name out your mouth, and everything will be fine. And never forget to mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to get your own, it's not hard to find. Mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to do this like all the time. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Doing this will keep my foot out your behind. Mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to stop lying. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Don't you forget to mind your business, don't mind mine. for those that know more about you than you. They can tell everybody about the things you do, when in actuality they don't even have a clue. The things they say are made up, not even true. To those people, this is what I got for you. Don't mind mine, don't mind mine. Let me say it again. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Got to stop lying. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Don't you forget to mind your business, don't mind mine. This is for those that know more about you than you. They can tell everybody about the things you do, when in actuality they don't even have a clue. The things they say are made up, not even true. To those people, this is what I got for you. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Let me say it again. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Every day they always have something to say. Talking about you is how they spend their day. They act like it's a job to point out how you do things different from their way. They be serious too, they don't even play. No matter what you do, it's always wrong. This bullshit been going on far too long. That's why I wrote this little song. Mind your business, don't mind mine. One more time. Mind your business, don't mind mine. People like that are all over the place. People like that, what a disgrace. When they are talking about you, they have a straight face. It's as if what they are saying is okay. If you don't know the rules to the game, you shouldn't even play. Be careful to keep my name out your mouth, and everything will be fine. And never forget to mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to get your own, it's not hard to find. Mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to do this like all the time. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Doing this will keep my foot out your behind. Mind your business, don't mind mine. You got to stop lying. Mind your business, don't mind mine. Don't you forget to, don't mind mine.
I said what I said the way I said. You mind your business and I'll mind mine, and I'll keep my foot clean out your behind. I said it. And yes.
Period.
What'd you say?
I said period.
Period. Period. You ain't gonna have no problems. We ain't got no problems. We don't want no smoke over here in this sector over here. We just want to mind our business and you mind yours. I hope y'all groove into my music a little bit. You know, I enjoy just coming on the mic, sharing a little bit with you guys tonight, you know, having a little fun. I'm not sure what's getting ready to happen or what the Marvel's going to bring, but I know it's going to bring something positive because it always does. I want to say thank you, Sha, for coming up and joining me today, and everybody who's in the box that came my way. Like I said, I've been doing my spring cleaning, really trying to focus on other things. I'm excited about a lot of things that's happening right now. Please don't let somebody rob your joy and take away what you feel as a person or individual. People going to say whatever they want to say about you, but you got to know what you will and won't accept in your life. Because like, when somebody continue to try to rob your joy and you feel like you're going to be unhappy or things ain't going, you probably don't need that in your life. If you do, you just got to like do it differently to try to work things around it. You can't let people come in because you hear somebody say something, especially if you know it ain't true, because people are going to try to say stuff to push your button. And then, you know, I hate shady people. Like I hate unstable people like you. When you be off balance, you got to know like where your boundaries are, because someone say they don't like somebody. I'm not going to not like that person because you don't like them. Where they do that at? Like, I like who I like. You like who you like. You talk to who you talk to. I talk to who I talk to. I'm going to be friends with who I want to be friends with, because I had someone wanting me to go out and I don't care for the people that she wants to be around. And so I just told her, like, I would rather go out another time, but I don't want to go out with the friends that you want already because I don't like your friends. Like, I don't got to like your friends because those are your friends. I don't got to be around you because those are your people. If I don't like something, I'm not going to be around you. You're not going to tell me that I can be around. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. It's a lot of fake stuff going on instead of people really keeping it real. And sometimes some people are made better friends. Like when you even relationships, you could be a more better friend than you could be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you want people to be your friend. That person may not supposed to be your friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we put ourselves in situations that we got to start analyzing ourselves. And I hate when a person, it really annoys me. I hate when a person don't take accountability for their shit. If you do something, own what you did. If you hurt my feelings, then apologize. If you say something crazy, then I'm apologize. If I said something you feel like I hurt your feelings, then say it. I won't know unless I hurt your feelings. But at that time, I mean, I said it, so I would apologize for it. But at least I own it, and I'll say I apologize. But if we into a talking or we cool, and you say something, you hurt my feelings, and I told you, and you don't apologize, like I'm looking at you real shysty and shitty. I'm looking at you like you don't really care what I feel. So know when you talking to someone, really analyze what you say and how you talk to a person, because people have feelings, and some people care and some people don't. And sometimes I talk a little harsh. So sometimes people may take it differently. And I remember one thing Geneva said one time when we was when I did an interview with her. She said people look at the way Essie's saying things, but they're not listening to what she's saying. She may be hyper and talking, but are you listening to what I'm saying? So you can do what you want to do, but when you talking to someone and they don't want to hear what you got to say, then I'm pretty much through with that shit. I'm not going to really come back your way, because I'm trying to figure out how did you get from here to here. But it's not for me to psychoanalyze people anymore, because I have a lot going on with other issues. I also want to say that someone brought up about the case that I told you guys about the toddler that got killed and was dead right now because of this whole situation with one of my clients, right? And I told you guys some of the stuff. If you guys didn't see it, it's about a gentleman out of Spokane, Washington, and a baby died. And I hate to have to put him with that because they don't have all the evidence, but there's still a baby dead. And my main concern right now, he is my client, but there's still a child dead. So I have to take that in consideration. And make a long story short, before I came on the case, it seemed like they were going to railroad him. If he did the crime, and you say it, because a lot of times people are being railroaded into saying certain things that they did and they didn't do them. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many black men and black women and other races too been put in jail, and they were forced into a confession or beat into a confession, and then they had to come back and learn all? It's a lot of stuff that people don't know. That's why I try to keep my cases to the self, because every case is different. But this particular case, I feel like I shared it with you guys and y'all saw it on my platform. If not, you can go back and listen to it, and it talks about what happened. But he was supposed to go to court this month on the 24th. But what happened is he had been sitting the whole year already. So it happened last year in February. Even though he had been sitting the whole year, he really had not talked to anybody because he felt like they was going to be railroading him because it was 2% black. Yet it was 2% black. I feel like he was 1% of that 2%. But even though whatever happened, it's still a lot of inconsistencies in his case. So now I have linked up with the private investigator and the detective that's on this case. And I love her because like we're going back and forth and she'll allow me to know things. But as her pointing out things, I'm pointing out things, and we're seeing things like no matter what nobody say, they can say what they want to say. But the mother had something to do with it. I'm 100% beyond a shadow of doubt for sure. Know that. You know what I'm saying? Because she had a lot of inconsistencies in her case and the things she was saying. But also with the autopsy thing, it was one of the people who did the examiner. He just straight said it was this black man, and there was other people in the house too. So you got to look at everything, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much saying that it's him. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna confess to that. And you got to realize if somebody take a plea deal, then you could get out of jail earlier. Why would you confess to something and still let somebody lock you up and you go get a damn plea deal? That is either or. You can't do both. You get what I'm saying? So now, after talking and we going back and forth, regardless of what happened, there is a child that's dead. But at the end of the day, it needs to make sense what happened. And as I said, there's a lot of inconsistencies. So now they put the the whole case off until September. And why that is, because they really don't have no they just have circumstantial evidence. They ain't got they don't have anything to really show anything, because if they did, they would have went ahead. If they had good concrete evidence, they would go ahead and go with it here right now in March. But at the end of the day, regardless of what happened, you still got to legally give this man a fair trial, regardless whether you stay, because you're in a white state. So now they be on the phone. So I have to say little slick stuff on the phone to let them know, like, if you do some shady stuff, I can put your name in the paper too, and I'll put you in the media, because his mother's ready to do that too. It's about getting justice for the baby who has passed away, because either way, something's wrong. And I'm not going to say what it is right now, because certain things I'm not at liberty to discuss. But I do know now, because you put his case off that much further, that you didn't have the concrete evidence that you had, that you thought you had. And he also said, after me writing a letter, and it was a 7-page briefing on everything that I felt that was wrong in the case, that they need to go back and really tell me what the deal is before you just put him in jail by itself. And other people were involved. At least the mother was, I believe, for sure. However it may go, because of her inconsistent situation, other people was in the house too, that they don't have the evidence that they thought they would have. So we're going to just see what's going to happen. I love that they're working with me now. He's saying they're talking to him. They're treating him more like a human being, because sometimes when you don't have people standing up for you, then behind closed doors, they do treat you like you ain't nothing. And they probably surprised that he even knows somebody that like me that will fight for them. I don't fight for color. I fight for justice, but you really can't step on my race. So while when people try to taint me or try to say what I ain't doing, you ain't doing half of the stuff I'm doing, because every single day I stand for someone. Every single day from 9 to 5, I'm on phones. I'm making phone calls, and there are other things, just trying to help people, or feeding the homeless, or going and picking up food, or cooking for someone, because it's a gentleman who's sick and we have to cook dinner for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got sickly. If that's what I could do to help that person, because I would want somebody to do the same for me. It's all in decide on what you want to do for someone. You got time to give back. You give back in so many different ways. It doesn't matter. And not all the time is financial. I don't get on the internet and brag and say what I do for people and how I do it, because I'm going to get my blessings, because that's what it's about, blessing people, not me telling people what I done did to try to get brownie points, because I ain't going to get no brownie points in heaven. You know what I'm saying? My brownie points, what I'm going to do, I need to get it down here so I can make it to heaven. But everything you do at this point is your choice, who you come in contact with. And what I realize is, some people in your life for a reason, some people are for a season, and this sometimes for a lifetime. But I do know that God has protected me through everything that I went through, good, bad, and difference. And I cry. You know what I'm saying? I'll cry right now if I want to, if I feel somewhere. I'm just a type of person that I lay who I am out on the line. I don't try to sugarcoat who I am. So and a lot of things that I'm getting ready to release, when I told you about the abuse, and then I'm going to do part 2 at the end. But the part that you guys see, I think it was done in 2023. I'm going to go off of that. And I'm doing that for a reason, because I'm getting ready to do a sit down interview with some people. And this is just going to give you some idea of who I am. And sometimes when you are by yourself and you are a loner, and all you have is me, myself, and I, then it's a different thing. See, I didn't have a mother or a father. After 9 years old, pretty much 12, it was a wrap for me. All I had was myself. So I didn't want to get locked back up in the juveniles and go through all these different things. So I read a biology book and got pregnant. And that's some things that I talk about in my book, and I break it down further. And everything that I've been through right now, I don't like question God. Even what I went through with this whole thing of 10 years of being stalked, harassed, and all that, I don't question anything. I learned valuable lessons from it. And now I can help other people who have went through that. This was bigger than me. And it was more people who needed positive energy, because there's so much fake stuff out here in the world. You don't know what to listen to that's really going to be powerful and good for you, what's really going to help you or change you or make you into a better person, because it's almost like the blind is leading the blind now. People don't stand on morals and principles. They don't stand on integrity. They just follow the leader and be out here doing dumb shit, and they really don't care what they do. Yeah, like this guy told me, He said, Miss Barrett, if one person listens to you and that's one soul you done saved. He said, I found you. You know what I'm saying? Other people found you. And look at the people that love you. There's more people that love you than more people that hate you. You have a gravitating spirit. And those kind of things make me feel like, thank you, God. And you need to hear that sometime. At least I know that I'm doing something positive. I don't want to leave this world and not make some type of mark. And I don't want to keep being angry with stuff that I have no control over. I have no control over everything that happened with Steve Harvey and his people. Whatever choices they made to come at me is whatever choice. And I forgive them all. That's the first sign of like trying to put things behind you. I forgive everybody who talked about me, who disrespected me, who said something. I forgive you. Do I like you? Hell no, I don't like you. Probably never like you again in life. I'll be lying if I say that. And don't get it twisted, because I forgive you. You could keep doing whatever you choose to do. The more you do, it's just more ammunition for me. I can use your ammunition against you, because I like dumb crooks. I like people who think they smart when they really dumb. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people think they articulate, but you're really dumb. And you don't even know that you're dumb, but you really are. So really, to me, my life is just changing now. And what I have learned, it's going to be in my book. What I have learned is going to be a part of my testimony and my story. But it ain't about money. It's about the truth. It's about understanding. And it's about what I went through. What I have been through is going to change to help someone else. And I know that now. And for whatever reason, I'm on this internet. I still feel like it's bigger, because I feel like some of the things I went through, some people could not have lived through that. Some people would have probably killed themselves behind that. And that's for sure. I do know that. So for all the people that, follow me, join me, stand for me, I really appreciate that, because you don't have a lot of honest, positive people no more. And y'all can find anybody to come with you and follow or be a part of their lives or come on their page, and you guys chose me. And I just want to thank you for that. I really do.
And I want to thank you for allowing me to be up here on your panel. I want to thank you for, just being a strength that that I needed in my life. Um, I really do thank you for that. You allowed me to come. You didn't force me, but the show was already cracking, but you like cracked it all the way so that I can be, who I was intended to be anyway, but it was just hard for me to, do it because I didn't know what that would look like. And being, with you on your channel and just listening an audience and then coming up on your panel, you have taught me a lot of things when it comes to being strong as a woman, and you showed me different ways to fight, just by sharing your experience. And I know that that's how we are able to share, is what we experience. um and that's how we are able to help others, and that is like what my goal is when I do and build my channel. I mean, I just want to be able to help those. I just want to, whatever, in whatever way that I can. um and I just, I really, really can't thank you enough, thank the family enough in the chat, because we are a family, and I feel like we stick together and we are there for one another, even if it's just, positive words or, whatever the case may be. Um, I'm thankful that I found your channel and that, I am a part of the family. And like I said, God used you to allow me to be able to step, take that step and quit being scared. Why be why continue to fear when I know that he has me? So that was a big Big thing for me, I don't know if you realize that or not, but that was a big thing for me that you've done in my life for the last few years that I've been with you. And I really do thank you for that. I did put my link in the chat for those that decide they want to, join the panel. I mean, join the channel if you choose to. Thank you in advance. If you choose not, that's okay. I still thank you. Um,
And you guys drop it again, Shy, in there. When I met Shy, she said she wanted to be an activist. She was already dealing with being a mandated reporter and taking other classes. So like when y'all see her, she's want to stand or she get up on a platform to break things down. Mad respect, because in the beginning she was really shy. One voice can make a difference and one voice can make a change. And we don't have a lot of positive, strong leaders still in this world today. And that's what somebody was sharing with me. Anytime I can share something with you, I would rather have someone that I could share something with than you not learn nothing at all. At the end of the day, we have so many different things. And I meant that. If y'all got a poem you want to share with me, like and you put your thumbnail up, you ain't got to show your face. Or if you want to do a song or something, I'll put you on here. I'm here to support my subscribers. I'm here to do things. And y'all too, support Shy's channel. Another channel is Brother D-Ham channel. He's doing his thing, got a smooth vibe going on. Mr. Raymond, I think he get ready to open his channel up. Like, I want to be able to support y'all, and it's something that you want to bring to the table, we can bring to the table. And like, please stop talking smack. I'm going to do them few songs. I got a couple of songs that people want me to do. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted, like, let me get to the summer. Let me get to when I'm a little bit more warmer, where, I can get out and do some things and have fun with the songs and have fun with you guys too. Because life is too short to sit up here and be miserable about stuff that you can't change, about what someone say about you. Because, everybody's not going to like you. Like, everybody's not going to want to be around you, and it's going to be people that love you too. So you have to accept the good with the bad, no matter who you are. That's what I've learned. But you cold, but see, that's you though. You know what I'm saying? But at the right there, Miss Valley, that's why I ain't getting on there, because I got a hoodie on right now and I'm warm. But it's still cold, y'all. I went outside, the weather you don't know what's happening. And there's a lot going on. You can't just dress to the weather, because the day is hot, tomorrow is cold. Then you got the measles breaking out. And as older people, you got to stay away from some of these people, because and especially, no disrespect, little kids, when they come in, y'all make sure they take off their clothes and stuff, because you don't know what's going to go on. You don't know who got the cooties and who don't. And I definitely don't want it. I'm telling you that now. I'm just saying there's a lot going on, and I'm sure it's going to be a whole lot more going on. So we have to take care of each other. And I like that my people communicate with each other. We got lifelines. Like, if I'm not here, I know that somebody go check on Shy, somebody go check on Valley, Miss Linda, Miss whoever. You know what I'm saying? Brother D-Ham, Right Cross, Mama Denson. Like, I like that we got that. And I like that my people are so loyal and faithful. And I really want to thank you for that, because it's a lot of times, Miss BB too, it's a lot of times when you want faithful and loyal people, it don't exist anymore. Honesty, it don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? The things that used to be, it ain't like that no more. Oh, Miss Valley says she finna start a channel. People won't be ready for that. Child, count me in, though, baby. Let's talk about it.
We can move around.
Yeah, we could pop on that, because I'm in on the sex talk. If that's what it's gonna be about. Count me in. Yeah. You'll find out a lot about people, but people act like that's something bad. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? It's still certain things I will or won't talk about, but it's still a part of life. Tony said he dressed accordingly to the season, and as you should, because you really don't know. We still in the weather, that the weather's off, but I'm not sure when spring started. I think it was on the 21st or something like that. What'd she say? She's still learning. Y'all just join the channel. We still trying to work with Sean a little bit, because we call her the voice of reasoning. It's really to help, like, get her out there and express herself. And then when she get on channels and she be standing for me. I got mad respect for her because I can't do that. You are not, Tony. Are you? Tony, let me see what Tony just said. Going to try tonight. Tony said, I'm a 40-year-old virgin. Are you, Tony?
Ain't nothing wrong
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right, Tony. Save yourself, baby. Yes.
Mhm.
Tony, I want to interview you. Show do. A 40-year-old virgin. How about that? You ain't telling no story, Tony. You telling the truth? Wow. That's good to know that you're 40 years old and somebody can still save themselves. Well, I got a hoodie on and some a beanie over my head. So I'm gonna do an interview with you. I'm gonna do an interview. Take that email you. That's a good thing. You know what? That is a good interview. Let's do it. Yes, I am. Yes, Tony. Y'all get Tony a damn hand. 40 years old, saving himself. And it don't matter what you save yourself for. 40 years old, you deserve an honor and an Oscar. You deserve a trophy behind that. He said, well, I'm proud of it too, Essie. Can I interview you, Tony? I'm going to interview you. I changed phones. So email me, Tony, at that number. Hold on. Email me at that number right there so I can get that. Ain't that something, Shy?
Yeah. Amazing.
I'm finna get ready to go. I'm sorry about that. Tony, email me at SCBerry25 or that phone number that's going down there, and so I can make sure I got your number. Or if you got my number, text me your number because I changed phones, so a lot of my numbers got what. That would be a very good live. That would be a very good live. And I am so honored to know that we still got men who are saving their body. You ain't too boring, Tony. I'm gonna make it. Don't say that. You ain't boring. We're gonna make your interview live. You know, now, like, you may not be ready for the questions, Tony, because the questions ain't gonna be boring at all. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's up, Tony. That's so good. That's beautiful. He said, thank you, ladies. Oh, that's an honor. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. So listen, you guys, have respect for elders. Have morals or principles for yourself. A lot of stuff back in the day that's happening right now, a lot of stuff that what's going on right now, we wouldn't even do some of the things that's going on right now. We need to go back to some of the ways that our people taught us and try to instill it in these kids before they leave the world. Because before we got another population of kids growing up, and they're going to be disrespectful too, because this generation is coming up now. It's a little shaky. It's half and half. My sons know, and they better know, and they still got a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mature differently. You got one life to live, and only one time to be in it to win it. So at this point, you know what I'm saying, it's your choice what you decide to do. You can live and be happy with yourself and continue to do what you need to do, or you can waste time going back and having pity parties and worry about what somebody's saying about you, what somebody gonna do, and you can't choose nothing what somebody say, do, or feel about you. And even though I'm trying to change it, I'm trying to grow so much more positive in God. Like I'm getting there, but I can't say how I react to someone come at me some kind of way. But I can say that I'm not gonna feed into no ignorance no more. And stop using God for a shield. And y'all know y'all some low down people and you two-faced backbiting stuff. You can't. God see everything you doing. He said, I hope I can handle the questions. Now, Tony, now you know how it is. Is you gonna be honest about everything? Because anything off limits, and we're gonna go live. I don't like to practice, but I think it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's cool to interview you to that. So to that, you guys. The song that I'm getting ready to release right now, I want you to really listen to it because it says sometimes I got to put a muzzle on my mouth, you know what I'm saying, to protect some things I say. I'm still trying to change and make myself a better person. You know what I'm saying? I want to be an inspiration, not a devastation to people. But if you come at me wrong, I can devastate your whole life for you. There are things that are greater that's going on, and I want to be able to be in your life and you be in mine, and we can share that together. So to that, you guys, God bless you guys. Good night. And I'm just going to be pushing this pen. Where is it at? Let me see. Go ahead, Shy. You got something to say before I go?
I love you all, and we're getting ready to listen to Pushing This Pen.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm going to take us down. Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm about to do it again. At the pad, pushing this pen, carry my cross, walking away from sin. Ain't no shame in it, you don't know where I've been. Wherever it was, I'm not going back again. Now I follow him that sits on the throne, and y'all's right, I'm in constant communication with him. Thanking him every morning, noon, and night, he keeps me going straight where I walk. I put a muzzle on my mouth to control my talk. I've said and done things I'm not proud of, but everything done now is done out of love. I know you ask if I'm for real, just stay tuned. My walk will reveal, it will be seen in my actions. You'll hear it in my voice. I know in my heart I made the right choice. I'm at the pad pushing this pen, head on straight, walking away from sin. Don't judge me cause I don't sound like you. Y'all knows my heart and what I do. There was a knock at the door, I let him in. Now my mission is to walk away from sin. At first it was hard, that's all I knew. He gave me his spirit to help walk me through. That spirit keeps me from going insane. That spirit helps alleviate the pain. That spirit has taken residence all in my brain. So with every step I take, this spiritual gain. In him I have been found, no longer lost. He paid the price for me as he hung on that cross. Some don't believe it, and that's okay. Hope you change your mind before judgment day. I will continue to follow his lead, open up his word and start to read, implement his teachings in my everyday life. As I sidestep drama, confusion, and strife, I'm at the pad pushing his pen, working the assignment I've been given. I must stay in alignment and follow through. He will not send me nowhere unless he's coming too. I am never by myself, depending on him is good for my health. He is everything, everything I need. Whatever he gives me, I plant it like a seed. This is just the beginning, there is so much to be done. I must continue to spread the good news of only begotten son. Others talk about this and that, don't have a clue. Every action and word you speak is recorded of you. You will receive payment for what you perform. It's time to repent, be renewed, be reborn. I'm at the pad pushing this pen. Those in this world wonder where I've been. My path is narrow, my direction redirected. No longer am I unprotected. Whatever weapon that tries to succeed, and tongue that comes against me, I will condemn. This is the heritage I received from him who knew no sin. I'm at the pad pushing this pen. I'm at the pad pushing this pen. Only Yah knows where I've been. He brought me from there and put me here, where I will be working and waiting. The time is near. He'll be back, believe it or not, it's a fact.